Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Moving the Needle podcast, where we ask, what moves you? Excellent or bogus? Did anyone do the right thing? Do you mess with the Zohan? With me tonight to discuss Do the Right Thing, Rocky vs. Creed, childhood, guilty pleasures, a test of time, you don't mess with the Zohan, once upon a time in Hollywood. With me tonight is Stephanie.
Hello.
Roy. Hello. And Henno. Yo, we want to thank you for listening on iTunes. We're also available on Spotify, just about everywhere you can find podcasts. We are, so come on now,
Google
let
Play.
us know. Email us at mtnpodcast@gmail.com or on facebook.com/mtnpod. Twitter and tweet us at mtnpod. There's so many ways to find us.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 500.
The half centennialist podcast. I don't know.
No.
500, man. I'm just gonna go with the all-time running sexiest podcast on the network.
Right.
Just saying.
Man, who'd have thought 500 episodes in a row, you know? Although we didn't say
Plus
that.
some.
All 500.
I was like, plus some enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm.
Plus some lost episodes.
Yeah.
Plus some whiskey dicks.
Yeah. Or whatever it is. Yep.
Yeah, we're probably up near like 800 or something.
Whiskey.
All the lost
matters.
episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, comes with the territory though, right? It's all
Comes with the territory.
all part of the gimmick.
I mean, I guess.
Sure.
I know what one gimmick we're really good at is technical fails.
Yeah. We've definitely had a good run of, just the crispest of technology.
Oh my goodness.
Just always functioning and working with us. And
I mean, I don't know when you and I started this. Well, this is the second Zoom call because the technical fails.
yeah.
But when we first started Zoom call, and about 10 minutes before that, my sick ass Toshiba satellite crap top has been still trying to boot up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about ready to put on my steel toes and really boot it up, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Little Office Space die, motherfucker, die.
It's unfortunate though, because it's like you were saying, you do stuff for the show through the laptop, so it kind of is a good kick in the dick there. So
Yeah, I need to figure something out, obviously.
Right.
I mean, I was looking at stuff yesterday and pricing things out and going, I don't want to spend this money.
Right.
Come on, stimulus.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's about the move,
Geez, here was me going to just throw my stimulus into Doge.
Yeah.
Now I got to throw it into something.
Yeah. Some sort of a
it's
device.
kind of shitty, but what are you going to do?
Right. Yeah,
I mean, this laptop it's pretty old.
Yeah. And
I don't know how old it is, but it's got to be getting near the decade mark.
And that's a long run for a laptop. They're not built for this shit anymore. They're built for like 5 years, and then they want you to buy a new one. So
yeah. I'm a big fan of getting the most out of technology that I can.
Yeah.
I mean, you should see my fleshlight.
Yeah. Dude, I'm still using a Gen 1 iPad for some stuff. So
are you kidding? You still got that thing?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I still listen to podcasts on it. That's basically all I do with it is listen to podcasts or music on it. That's about all I can do on it because so many of the apps don't work anymore. So if I go to open it and they won't work, I delete them. Netflix will still work on it for some reason.
Does it play podcasts or the iPhonograph?
No, it's like the early versions of Downcast. It crashes a lot. I'll tell you that. But a lot of that has to do with I think it's just more that I have too many on there. Like I have it too full, basically.
Right.
So, yeah, because I was running into that with comic books when I used to read comics on it. It would crash left and right if I had too much on the iPad. So
can't handle it.
Yeah, that's really what it was too. It was
it just screams and just shuts off.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Yeah. Like if I'm in the middle of like if I have a bunch of if I haven't updated the podcasts in a while, and it'll be like, oh, you have like 15 podcasts to download. It's like, well, I guess I'm not playing a podcast because if I try to play one, it'll quit like every 2 minutes. So
play and download? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, right. What do you think I am, a version 2 iPad?
Yeah, what do you think I am? Modern technology?
So, yeah.
I mean, what era is iPad, or what year is iPad first generation? Like, when did that shit come out?
I got it in, I believe, I want to say 2011, 2010, something like that. So it's pretty close to about 10 years, which is
there you go.
A long time for that kind of equipment, because those things, because of the how phone operating systems work, once you hit a couple behind, they start basically becoming more of a brick. So
are you talking about Apple shenanigans?
Yeah. It's probably not just Apple. I don't use Android, but I assume it's probably similar. But
it's fun to bitch about Apple.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense for the developers to keep working on apps for stuff like for my iPad. It's like 10 years or whatever old. They're like, who even uses these? Like
yeah, exactly. Be like someone like coming out with brand new 8-bit Nintendo games.
Yeah, right. It's like even third world countries are on the iPad too, buddy. Come on.
I mean, you're probably 100% right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but
I mean, also speaking of technical fails, It is our 500th episode.
Right.
And I was really going to be like, 500 episodes, we got a fucking sick-ass new website you can go check out.
Yeah.
And due to more technical stuff, I'm still waiting for the domain to transfer over, which is insane.
Criminy.
I know, I checked. That was the one thing I could do with my laptop earlier. When it worked earlier today when I got home from work.
Basically, you just I'm just picturing you like you get home from work, you just start rubbing your laptop and a genie comes out and it's like, I'll grant you one wish.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, check the website.
Yeah, and no, it's like, yeah, that's better than where I was going to go. Because I was going to say, I'll grant you one wish as long as it's check the website. Yours is better, though, to where you just wasted the wish, basically.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't,
I will grant you one wish. Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay.
Click the MLS.
Yeah. And then you can't play it again. It's just the one game.
Yeah.
Like, I should have asked for unlimited Minesweeper. Damn it.
Now it's my new fun game I play with my laptop. The old staring contest to see if it'll ever load.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will for sure let people know on our socials when the sick new website is available to be witnessed.
Yeah, just.
I mean, I guess I could.
The gods of technology are probably just telling us that this is it. Like, this should just be the last episode.
They're like, yeah, fold it.
They're like, enough already.
Actually, now that I think about it, I can. I have a domain for it, but it's not our saltylanguage.com. It's like saffron blueberry or it's some crazy shit that they assigned me.
Right.
I mean, I guess I could throw the link up until we actually transferred over to saltylanguage.com proper.
Nah, no one's going to type all that in.
No. It's just be something they can click.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, otherwise, just type in your 3 favorite essential oils. And
yes, exactly.
That'll pretty much get you there.
Yeah, unless it's patchouli, then just dive into the traffic.
Well, I feel like with us, it's probably, patchouli is probably one they might throw in there. Because they'll be like, well, they both have beards.
Nah, it's going to be like cedarwood.
Yeah, sandalwood.
Sandalwood, yeah. And like eucalyptus, so you can age your skin.
And bourbon.
Maybe a hint of lime.
Yeah.
A little zesty goodness.
Yeah. That's our fragrance right there.
Speaking of zesty goodness, Brian, I'm celebrating tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's a 500th with a giant can of Chill Wave.
I'm so jealous, yeah.
You know what's great about this? Is normally a 4-pack of Chill Wave is like, what, $14, $15.99, something like that?
Right.
I picked this up from the store out in Maumee because I had to go pick up the dog from the doggy daycare.
Right.
And I'm like, I had to pick up some marinade for dinner. I was like, well, I have to look at the beer selection because I know it's Chill Wave season.
Right.
They charged me $11.99 for this for some reason. For
just the one?
No, for a 4-pack.
Oh, okay. I was like, sweet God. Okay.
Yeah. No, I like, I'm like, I was fully prepared to pay the price, and then I cashed it out. I was like, I saw the beer come up. I don't know why it was $11.99.
Okay.
Somebody dropped the ball somewhere. I should have went back and just cleaned them out.
Yeah. You didn't?
Like, excuse me, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Coming soon for the next year on All the Beers podcast. Chill Wave every week.
Yeah, it's delicious. Ooh, I forgot that's at 9%.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yep.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Yep.
That's such a good beer, though.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I may have to take a run ski up the road and see what the liquor cabinet's got.
I got to give my guy at work some shit. He's trying to like clock in. He wants to for some reason because he's young and he drinks.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to drink 75 beers this month.
Okay.
I was like, all right, fair enough. I should just take a picture of this. Be like, this is 3 of yours in one can.
Yeah.
Yeah, drink 75 at ease, you'll die.
You're definitely not going to do much. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're gonna be pretty, your ass will be up around your shoulders from all the kicking.
Oh, indeed.
For sure.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, excuse me.
All this.
So, how's Brian?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
The weather certainly helps. You know, like going out
Oh
today
my
and
God.
just walking around in a t-shirt. You know, I was like, man, this is great. I mean, no pants, no nothing, just like Donald Duck in it. You know.
That's the only way to roll.
Had a hat on, of course, because what am I, a savage?
Well, yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, you know, if you're gonna wear a blue sailor shirt,
Right? You got to accessorize.
accessorize.
No,
I have spring fever myself.
Me too.
I'm ready.
Remember I mentioned, was it last week or the week before, to where I'm like, I love it when the weather gets to where I'm like, I can wear shorts today or I can wear pants. I've worn both today. So,
yeah, there you go.
Because I started with pants, went out for a while because I thought, well, you know, I don't know how the wind is and all that stuff. And I got home and I'm like, fuck these pants, and switched over to shorts. So,
I mean,
now the problem is the sun's gone down, so you can feel the temperature. Even in the house, you can feel it's like, okay, it's probably nippy outside.
Yeah, it's still winter, unfortunately.
Right. I'll pull it up real quick.
Spring forward, this Sunday and all that.
Yeah, it's 39.
Don't forget to push your clocks forward, everybody.
Yeah, it's 39 outside right now. It was mid-50s, I think, earlier when I was out. So, it's
according to my car, when I left work, it was almost 70.
Oh, man. Nice.
I know.
Nice. Yeah.
Dude, yesterday I was so disappointed because it was so nice out, and I got home from work, and I'm like, I'm going to make some banging kebabs. We got pita bread. We got, the whole situation.
Yeah.
Then I set up all the patio furniture, and I took my speaker outside. I had some jams going.
Sure.
Cleaning up the grill, getting ready, and I wandered to my garage, and I am out of charcoal.
Do you use like a special kind, or do you just run and grab some? Or
I was just like, shit, basically. Because at that point I didn't want to leave.
Okay.
Because I thought we were podcasting, because I didn't know my laptop was going to betray me.
Right. You should have seen the betrayal coming, though. I mean,
I should have.
Yeah.
I mean, if my garage betrays me by being out of charcoal.
Yeah. At Toshiba.
Yeah.
Stab.
And I mean, if we weren't podcasting, I would have for sure just went and got some. But I was like, well, we're supposed to podcast. I'm like, whatever. I'll just make everything inside, which kind of made me sad. But
yeah, right.
But I still, after I threw everything in the oven, went out onto my front porch, closed the front door, and had a nice beer and a cigar, and
totally nude.
Tended the world.
Yeah,
totally nude.
Yeah,
dude, if I get away with that, maybe at night.
Can you imagine, you're driving down the street, right? And everything's dark. Your porch is pretty much dark, except for just the end of your cigar. And someone's like, "The fuck's going on in there?" They're slow driving down the street, and the headlights hit, and there's a glare, reflection somewhere, and they're like, "Oh God!"
Holy shit, Bigfoot!
And he's smoking a cigar. Interesting.
Yeah, crazy. I wanted to have one today, but I just ran out of time.
I was telling somebody in one of the groups I'm in that because they were talking about how you never see good pictures of big feet and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, it's because he's a master of disguise. I'm like, I was like, by the time you get near him, he's already turned himself, put on a clever deer costume or something.
Yeah, exactly. He's laying in the bushes of a fucking ghillie suit like a sniper.
Yeah, you're like, when did that bush get here? I swear it wasn't there a minute ago.
Oh, yeah. Why does this smell like beef jerky?
Yeah, and you step on it.
Yeah.
Like, must be the ground settling.
Yeah. That's weird. I stepped on this oddly dick-shaped root.
Yeah.
And the whole bush grows.
Yeah. Yikes. Speaking of beef jerky.
It's like dick-shaped
No. I'm sure we'll probably circle back to that at some point in the show. But
naturally, that's what we do.
Yeah. Man, picked up some land Jagers today, my friend.
Oh, meat candy bars?
Yeah, because I was at the store the other day, and I'm like, I was like, I'm going to get, I'm sure they had, because I don't know if you remember, they used to have, boxes of Slim Jims you could buy, the small ones. There'd be, 20 in a box or whatever, and I'm looking at the store, and the only ones they have are way more than I want to spend for shitty beef jerky type stuffs,
Yeah.
For shitty
you
meat
like
sticks.
you like lips and assholes?
And who doesn't? But
Who doesn't?
so I, and I'm like, and whatever, and then while we were out today, swung by and got some land yagers to, my pants got tighter. It was a whole thing,
I mean, land yagers are amazing.
Right. They asked me to leave. I said, not without the land yagers. They threw them at me and said, get out.
Like, sir, put the gun down.
And why are you wearing a sailor suit and no pants?
Yes. Just put the land yagers on the erection.
Yeah.
Nobody gets hurt.
Please just leave. Yeah. But oh man, I was excited about that because I haven't had any in a long time. So.
Oh man, it's like anytime I go to the butcher store.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm like,
for
need
sure.
some of this, need some of this. I'm like, and a pair of land, and I eat them on the way home.
Well, the worst part is
like a fucking animal.
Because it's like, different times at the meat store, you'll get something, or maybe you'll ask them to grind something or whatever, and then while you're standing there, you're like, oh,
yeah, come over here, baby, grind.
Yeah, you're like, oh, here's a whole container of land yagers right by the conveniently located right next to the damn cash register. So.
Yep.
Of course, one of these has to go home with me, or like you said, you see him hanging there, and you're like, "Give me like 90 of those."
Yeah, like I need a nunchuck of deliciousness.
Yeah, you're like,
Stat.
I would like all of your land yagers, and they're like, and they're like, I said all of the land yagers.
Yeah, seriously, load them up.
Yeah, like, are you making any in the back? Because if so, right here, I'll finish aging them at home if I have to.
Need to have like that Rambo belt, bandolier of bullets, but just land yagers.
Yeah. It looks like you just got dynamite strapped around your chest, but it's just meat sticks.
It is dynamite. Of deliciousness.
Nice. Yeah. But yeah, I couldn't wait to share that with you because I knew you would appreciate that.
Well, you can share it with me, but we're not Lady and Tramping this.
Well,
that's gonna be too erotic for our audience.
That's true, and us. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's just say it won't be our mouths hitting first.
Yuck.
Yeah. All right, got the checklist here for all those playing bingo at home. The docking joke was just made.
All right, excellent work.
Got that out of the way. We got the Bigfoot, tree root dick joke out of the way.
Yep. These are all on our 500 episode checklist.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't forget bonus points for lips and assholes.
Right. And land yagers. Land yagers like that's like the wild card space, in the middle of the board, the star or whatever. It just says land yagers. Like hot.
You always get 3 points for land yagers.
I agree.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yesterday, right?
So many things you were never told.
Happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. No, more nonsense happened after we couldn't record.
Oh, really?
Because over the weekend, I was, we're like figuring out our grocery list, and I'm like, we meal plan, we make a grocery list. Why aren't we just ordering our groceries?
You mean like I do, and just pick them up, basically? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so we're like, so we just did, right?
Yeah.
And I got to pick up all dialed in for after work yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to pick it up between 4 and 5. I think it was at 2 o'clock. I got a courtesy call.
Too bad you didn't have charcoal on there.
I know. You're goddamn right, actually. But I got a courtesy call, and it's like, hey, this is blah, blah, blah from Kroger's. We're just giving you this courtesy call to let you know your order won't be ready till 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, fuck, I'm podcasting. I can't pick that up.
Right.
And then they're like, so I call back because I'm like, because they said, you could just come in tomorrow. And, I've only done this once before.
Right. So
I call back. I'm like, I don't know if I need to call you guys, let you know. And they're basically just like, it don't matter. Just come in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. All right. So we couldn't podcast because Toshiba crap top.
Sure.
And so I'm like, well, fuck it. Despite the fact that I have on my slippers and my lazy pants, I'm going to go pick up my goddamn groceries.
Right.
You know?
Trust me, dude. I've seen people wear worse to pick up their groceries already.
Yeah, I've
so.
seen people wear worse to go in the store.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, I get there, I do the old checking on the app. I'm here.
Yeah.
I sat there for probably 20 minutes because these two women could not get the door open. They were back there wrenching on it.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I could see them in the mirror. They're like, oh.
Just looks like they're giving the door a good rogering.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they finally got it open.
Oh my goodness!
But goddamn, it was like a show.
Jeez.
These poor women trying to beat the fuck out of his door to get it to open.
But funny, they bring the groceries out to you, and you're like, "My ice cream's melting."
How dare you?
I didn't even own order any ice cream, but it'd be melted if I had.
Although I do say to give me the sausage upgrade.
Well, there's our title.
They're like, hey, we didn't have these 40 frozen sausages that you ordered. I'm like, well, that's a shame. They're like, we had 50. We gave them to you for the price of 40. I'm like, that works for me.
I love when that happens, or you get the name brand instead of the store brand for the same money. Yeah. Good times.
But I don't know why I haven't been doing that. I mean, despite the fact of my courtesy call.
Let me give you a quick tip, because I've ran into this a few times, which is to make sure that...
Pro tip!
Well, they used to send a text out for the substitution stuffs, and they don't always send the text. So check your email earlier in the day to make sure they didn't send you an email.
But they didn't give me shit. The woman told me when she came up to my car.
Oh, wow. Okay. They used to...
hey, we got these substitutions. Well, I mean, she just got done, having a 4-round fight with a door.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine, though. It's just like, why don't I do this? Why don't I do this?
Yeah.
And although it was funny, because Michelle's like, well, I want to come with you. All right. We're sitting in the car just laughing because these people can't open the door. Yeah. And I'm like, all I wanted to do was save us some time and effort. And then my shit got pushed back. Yeah. And now I can't even get into my car.
Well, and I've told stories on here about some of the stuff I've dealt with, and the ridiculous things, that happen sometimes. And yeah, most of the time it's smooth. You roll up, you check in through the app. You used to have to call and tell them you were there. Now you don't even have to do that. You can right through the Kroger app. You just boom, boom. Usually within 5-10 minutes, unless they're like crazy busy, they're bringing your stuff out, and then they just fastball special it in the car. I always get out and help. And
I didn't know what the etiquette was. Plus, I had my lazy pants. So.
Right, that's fair. I just do it because
pretty much I'm a don't get seen in public with your lazy pants
that's fair.
Kind of guy,
Well, a lot of times, we're getting like a case of bottled water or a Coke or whatever. So we put that in the front because we don't have a ton of space in the back end of the vehicle. So, I'll put the bigger stuff or paper towels, toilet paper, whatever. I'll put that in the, seats
you
or
don't
whatever.
Just go back there and direct them. Like, no, keep put that over here.
Oh man, no.
Oh my God.
Usually I'm like, oh man, that's a good way to.
You want to get your groceries spit on?
Seriously. Yeah, all your produce is just rubbed on their ass.
Yeah, exactly. Like, man, this onion is extra oniony.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what they do, but those onions are good.
Yeah. I've never had a brown skin onion before. This is crazy.
Yikes. Well, looks like they didn't wash these off after they were in the dirt. Oh, well.
Crazy.
Why are these carrots brown? Yeah. So most of the time it goes pretty swimmingly, but I've definitely had some. When it goes bad, it can go bad, real bad. Like even in your scenario, like that could suck a lot.
Yeah.
Because what if you had stuff for your dinner that night, or whatever?
That's exactly what I said. That was
Yeah.
the first thing I said. I was like, "Well, I'm sure glad none of these groceries I need right now."
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is, if you were like, "Well, I want to cancel my order," it's not like they go, "Okay, here's all your money back." They'll go, "Oh, it's going to take probably a week to refund your money or whatever," So.
Oh, you know what? Because you've done this more than I have. I do have a question for you, Brian. That I glanced at their FAQs and I have no idea.
Okay.
So one of the substitutions I got was of a lesser degree. You know, I'm a fancy man.
Right.
And they didn't have whatever I ordered, so they gave me something that cost less. Did they refund me that? I'm assuming they refunded me the money.
They basically,
eventually,
from what I understand, the way they do it is they essentially authorize the amount initially, and then once it's all done, they actually charge the real amount.
Okay, that's fine.
But I would certainly keep track of your...
Oh, I'll be checked.
Yeah, for sure check.
I mean, it's only a couple bucks, but I'm just curious.
What? Yeah. I don't care if it's 5 cents.
Exactly.
Give me my money.
Exactly.
Yep. Give me my tree fitty.
My tree fitty. Yeah, it was quite the experience yesterday, though.
Yeah.
The whole day, honestly. Fighting with my laptop and all this.
I have. That's one I haven't seen so far. I've not seen people fight with the door.
Oh, dude, it was great.
Oh man,
it was turned into a handicap match 2-on-1.
Yeah,
insane.
Right, and the door still almost won. I mean, that's
they disappeared for a while, and part of me was like, are they pushing my food all the way through the front door?
Yeah, I mean that might have that would have probably been Plan B at that point. I mean, what else are you going to do, right?
Or call. I mean, hey, can you drive up front? Oh,
yeah.
Right,
hey, can you drive through this door for us?
yeah.
Not really in the vehicle, man. Not really equipped.
Yeah, exactly. Let me go home real quick. Get the Jeep.
Yeah, then it's on.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, be a Jeep thing,
Be a Jeep thing, exactly. Then I could just go over to Whiskey on the Rocks.
Yeah.
Get a beer.
Yep.
Say, hey guys, I just drove this thing through a Kroger's. Whoa!
High fives all around.
High fives all around.
Socially distant high fives all around, of course.
Yeah, I don't think they socially distance at that bar, from what I understand.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Fair enough.
It's one of those.
All right. Understandable. I saw 3 guys standing outside of a bar today, sucking on cancer, and they were just...
It was cancer?
Yeah, nice. They were like...
Hey-o.
They couldn't have been 2 feet from one another.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't understand, because it was a really nice day. I'm like, why do you need to stand so close? Like, if it's cold, maybe you're huddled up for warmth or gropes. The only thing I can think of is maybe they were waiting for their fourth for the full circle. I don't know.
I mean,
because
waiting for the pivot man.
Right. Because triangle jerks just aren't the same. You gotta have a square.
No. Yeah, exactly. 4 sides of this.
Yeah, I guess. I don't. Or a landing
solid
pad.
Shape.
They just needed a landing pad. Yeah.
Apparently, exactly.
Ay.
Shit, I didn't write down the name of the movie. So over the weekend, sorry, Brian, I gotta pull this. I gotta turn off my camera and pull something up. We were perusing like my streaming stuff,
Yeah.
And there's a new Nicolas Cage movie out.
Oh yeah, Willy in Wonderland or something like that.
That's the one. Yes, I'm glad you know.
Yeah.
Why can't I go to the video?
You are not
there
allowed.
We go.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Because technology,
Yeah.
Tony. You know why.
It looks so terrible. It looks amazing.
Yeah, when I can't exactly remember the premise of it, but I remember when I first read what it was about, I'm like, all right, I probably got to watch that.
It's basically like a dude, I don't know why he's being asked to clean up like a Chuck E. Cheese or a Major Magic's.
Yeah.
But I think his car breaks up. Right? I'll fix your car, but you got to clean Willy's Wonderland or whatever.
Which sounds really filthy. It sounds like a porn.
Yeah, just all these like knee-high holes drilled in the walls.
Yeah, you're like, oh, what's Willy's Wonderland? Zip.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh boy.
Ah.
Yeah, and like all the animatronics come to life and try to kill him for some. I don't know.
Okay.
It looks terrible.
Yeah.
But I almost spent $20 to watch it.
Yeah, see that I won't do, but sooner or later, that's going to be a $5 watch.
Price.
And I'm pretty sure we should probably watch it for funsies at that point. But yeah.
I mean, we were so like Leah, Michelle, and I were so Nick Caged up. We ended up watching National Treasure, which I forgot how like meh that movie is. I'm sure I'm hurting people's feelings right now. When I
you might. Yeah, there's a lot of people that dug. I mean, they did very well.
They did very well. I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. And he gets shot and the movie's over in 10 minutes. Yeah. No.
Yeah, although you know who doesn't die in that movie?
No.
Sean Bean.
Oh, I was gonna say George Washington, but
He dies in everything he does.
that's I don't. He's
but not that.
He's on Snowpiercer, so we'll see. Well, we won't. I haven't watched it, so I don't know if it's any good
Is that
or
a
not.
show? Because I thought that was a movie.
It's both. Yeah, the movie had what
okay.
Chris Evans, I believe, Captain America, I think.
I haven't watched either one. So.
And now was it TNT's got Snowpiercer?
Dynamite.
Yeah, I was gonna start watching it, but then I realized on their app that on my Xbox, it looks like they only have a few episodes. They don't have the whole run. I think it's on Amazon. So they probably are like, here's a taste, you know.
Yeah. Oh, you want to watch this show, do you? Well,
yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Prime membership, bud.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's killing me because, like, I want to watch Coming to America and The Boys, and there's a bunch of stuff on Amazon I want to watch, and I'm like, damn it. But also, it's like, I also have a data cap that I'm constantly fighting with. You know, I've already got like 19 streaming services. So, you know, it's one of those. On the upside, Coming to America, I think I can just get through Prime Video for like $5 or whatever. So
right.
And if so, I'll gladly pay $5 for that. You know, I don't have a problem watching that.
So I haven't seen The Boys yet either.
No, and I don't know. Did you read the comics?
Negative.
No, the comics were great. So I was, excited when they announced it. And there's other stuff, like I guess Donald Glover has a creative deal with Amazon now. He left FX, which made me a little sad because that means no more Atlanta, which was an awesome show.
Right.
But, yeah.
Have you heard about his new shows of Savannah? No?
Is it about him not being allowed to vote?
He just dressed up like a Southern Belle.
I'd watch that. I would watch that.
Yeah, in the late 1800s.
I would definitely watch that because he's going to kill it. There better be some singing and dancing because if not, I'm going to be very upset. Maybe some mincing.
Nice.
Yeah, and I don't mean like garlic,
I mean, I love minced garlic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking
Just
that,
saying.
but yeah.
No. So I got something for you here, bud.
All right.
It's getting nice out, right? I was outside, like straightening up my yard and shit.
Uh-huh.
And once Halloween hit, I took down my flag I normally have out. I feel weird about hanging it back up with our current political environment.
That is a
weird situation. I don't want people to think I'm one of those people.
That is interesting. It is. It is something that has never been something you really had to consider in the past.
Yeah, it's like it's like I should be able to hang up my flag, and it's not even like I'm like, fuck yeah, America, these colors don't run.
Right.
I just like having it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I would say just do it as long, because it's like, it'd be different if you were, running other flags up with it at the time,
I'm going to wait till Memorial Day.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or whatever's the first one. Yeah, Memorial Day.
It was interesting, actually. We were at Walmart today, and then we went across the street to McDonald's, the one that's next to a gym, which I love. And
hilarious.
As we're sitting there eating, I'm looking across at Walmart, and I'm like, oh, they have a flag up on the roof there. Like, I'd never really noticed it before. It's this little tiny flag, and I'm like, you would think Walmart would have this just gargantuan American flag above.
Like it blots out the sun.
Yeah. And then I look off to the side in the parking lot, like past the Walmart parking lot is a Rally's, and Rally's are very small buildings, and they've got 2 American flags on theirs, and I'm like, come on, Walmart, how you going to let Rally's outdo you there?
Have you seen the grease-filled treats that Rally slings?
Oh,
That's about as American as you can get.
I agree. Yeah, I'm just surprised Walmart just doesn't have like the biggest flag around, or multiple flags, or something to that effect.
I'm with you. I just
yeah.
It just hit me. I was just like, God, I feel weird about hanging this up because I don't want people to drive by and be like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like that's what's kind of going, like, some part of me is like, well, maybe I'll just put a pirate flag out there. Because pirate flags are always fun.
I kind of like the pirate flag idea, actually.
But it's like, I just don't know what to do.
Yeah. What would be great is if you could get a pirate flag that was kind of like stylized after you out there.
That would be fun.
You know?
Yeah. I could probably find a bearded pirate flag.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Guaranteed. I would search now, but my Toshiba sucks dicks.
I don't think this is the way to get us a Toshiba sponsorship, Tony.
Oh, man.
I mean,
I'd love one, because maybe they'll send me a laptop that's not quite as shitty.
Right. They just send you a refurb of the same year.
Yeah. If it worked, I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's true, really. Yeah. For what?
Like,
yeah.
Oh, it works? Cool.
Right. Because it's not like it used to be to where you were like, no, dude, I got to have a top-of-the-line computer because you do everything through the computer because so much now is done through a phone or tablet or whatever a person opts for, you know.
Right.
No.
All right. My watch just told me I need to charge it before I go to bed.
All right.
Stop being so demanding.
Not like back when we started 150 years ago, you know.
Yeah, I know. Because when I was looking at my options yesterday, seething of rage.
Yeah.
As you I was do. Like, well, yeah. I don't really plan on gaming, although part of me wouldn't mind it because of the Oculus, because I could play more games.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say, dude, I don't know, man. Like, if you pay attention to like some of the shit, like the games demand so much from the computers now.
Know. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't really.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't game much as it is anymore. Not like I used to as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I'm lucky if I get a couple hours in a weekend now. You know.
Yeah.
Although, hey, fucking playing some Minecraft tomorrow with my kids. That'd be fun.
Yeah, all right.
Well, apparently it's cross-platform now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's fucking dope. I'll play with you guys. You know?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Brian, have you downloaded Apex yet?
Nope.
God.
I still haven't deleted COD from my PS4 yet.
Me neither. I need to do that.
I did, dude. I'm hitting that point that.
Okay.
I think I've hit this point in every system I've ever owned where, well, maybe not ever, but as let's say as an adult forward, like let's say like PS1, PS2 to now kind of thing, including the Xboxes, Nintendos, all that shit. Where did you ever get to a point to where you're like, okay, I have a stack of games I haven't opened yet? No? Okay.
No,
that's just me.
Because I don't buy games that regularly.
I don't either is the thing. But like right now I've got 4 games sitting on top of my, like where my PS4 is. I have 4 games sitting there because I was recently gifted Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, I heard that game's amazing.
Yeah, and I have Outer Worlds that I bought because it was dirt cheap at GameStop and I had a $5 monthly gimmick I needed to use, so I got it even more dirt cheap.
Right.
And what else?
I'm pretty much like, when I buy a game, I get right into it.
Okay. I will say this. It's gotten worse over the last 2 systems.
Right.
Or cycles because of my stupid anxiety. I don't know what it is, dude. It's like, back in the day, dude, like, when I worked at Hollywood Video, I was the game champion, which meant I had to try basically every game that came out so that when customers came in, I could be knowledgeable to some extent on the game. Now, I didn't play every game, but I certainly read up on as much as I could,
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is now. There's so many games that, like, I'll start and I'll play like Crosscode's a great example. I played I haven't even finished basically the tutorial part of Crosscode yet. It's cool. It probably is, and I've read it's an awesome game, but I've barely played it. And then I'll sit there and I'll just grind out on Diablo for like hours on end mindlessly, and I think it's because like with my stupid depression and anxiety, the mindlessness distracts.
Like, Diablo's comfortable for you.
Yeah, right? Like, I can sit there and watch Simpsons episodes I've seen 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
And, but I won't necessarily be, like, I won't go, oh, I should watch The Mandalorian. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's not like it's going to harm me, Like
right. Right.
I know enough people that have similar tastes that are, and I've already seen season 1, so it's not like I didn't like the show or might not like it. I already like it, so I don't know what it is, but I just have this thing with, it's my issue with art too. I just can't start it, but I've started a lot of games, but I'll do I told you about like Call of Duty, GTA, like I'll play one mission. It's like, okay, can I get to the online content? Cool, I'm done with the single player.
Right.
But then I'll go online and I will just run around aimlessly doing basically nothing. Like last night I jumped on GTA, right? I do my spin of the wheel. I grab an exotic car. I go sell it to Simon for like 20 grand. I hit up my arcade and my nightclub to collect my daily cash monies. And, and I spend, half an hour to an hour doing that. But why don't I just play a mission? I'm doing busy work. Damn it. It's like I'm running a business instead of having fun.
Yeah, true. I was like, you should do yourself a favor and get into the story.
I know.
The single player is really good.
Well, that's the thing, that's the part of it is like, I know I'm going to enjoy it. Now, I have told you before, there are some games where I have to be careful because they get me intense, and then, I have to be careful it doesn't throw me into like an anxiety kind of situation. But so, yeah, it's like, what I need is like some medicinal gummies and then just fucking, play games for like 8 hours like I used to.
Bro. Gummies and games.
Exactly. There's my Twitch channel.
Podcast by Salty Language.
Right. It's annoying though because, I like playing games. I enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
So
I find myself now that I'm a older man.
Yeah.
Like when we were kids, dude, we'd be like, Brian, come over.
Like, dude, you got 5 games, I got 5 games. This is our weekend.
Yeah. It'd be like, crack open that 2-liter, fire up those Totino's pizza rolls.
Fuck yeah.
We're playing games till the fucking sun comes up or I pass out on my couch.
At like 9 o'clock at night. Yeah.
Yeah, like 9 o'clock at night.
Right. Meanwhile, I'm still playing it sunlight.
Yes. But it's like, I find myself now, I'll play for an hour, maybe 2, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm done.
Right.
Yeah, it's even games I'm a huge fan of. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I just don't have the fucking stamina like I used to play games.
I ran into that with movies. Like so many, like I don't know. I'll sit there and we'll start watching. Like something will come on TV, and don't get me wrong, watching movies through TV sucks, right? But but it'll be something you enjoy. Like even if it's a movie you've already seen, but whatever, something will come on, and partway through, I'm kind of in my head, I'm like, I just couldn't be arsed to watch the rest of this. Like I don't want to sit here for an hour and a half or 2 hours. I want to do something else. It's weird.
Yeah, that's kind of where it hits me. Is I just want to go do something else.
Now,
I want to get moving again.
There is an thing that I find interesting. I was listening to I think I've talked about him before on here. There's a wrestler. When he was with WWE, he was known as Dean Ambrose. He's now known as Jon Moxley, and he's with AEW. His wife was a like backstage correspondent / host, and then she did some commentary on Raw for a while, and she has a podcast now. She's not with WWE anymore, but she has a podcast. And her first episode, I finally got around to listening to it, and he was her guest. And he's notorious he can't stand social media. But, in this age, WWE, of course, was always like, hey, you got to have a Twitter. You got to tweet out occasional things. Like, you just have to. That's the world now,
Listen up, Sonny. You have to have one of these, what are they called again?
Twitters.
Yeah, it's a Twitter.
Yeah.
And an Instagram.
Yeah. But they were talking on there about the differences in the two of them, and she's like, it amazes me how whenever you read something, you'll retain it forever. And she's like, meanwhile, I'm always forgetting and blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I'm like, this is actually really easy to see why. his attention span hasn't been destroyed by social media and smartphones.
I could see that being
Whereas
100% true.
Whereas hers has, because I've read various stuff about how people are retraining their brain to read, books, not anything on a digital situation, but an actual, in your hand book.
I mean, I totally get it, because whenever I try to read a book, it's almost an effort.
Hard. I remember laughing at Bill Burr when he would be like, yeah, I can't fucking read because, I start reading and then I'll see a word and then I'll be like, oh, this and this and this and this. And I used to laugh and I'm like, God damn it. Like, that's me now.
Yeah, same here. Like, I'll go a whole page. I'll be like, what the fuck did I just read? I got to go back and read it.
Or, it'll trigger something in my head. I'll go, oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to look up this, or I was going to do this.
But your eyes are still scanning the words.
And I'm like, and next thing you know, I got my phone up and I'm, sending myself an email to remind me to do something, or I'm looking something up, and it's like, So I got to where different times when I do read, like, a book, I will put my phone far from me, and the chair I sit in most of the time when I read, I have a little notepad and a pen. So if something distracts me, I just jot it down instead of pull my phone up. Because you know how it is. Once you pull your phone up, you're like, I'm going to jump on Twitter real quick. Or I'm going to, I have an Instagram,
Yeah, what's going on over here on TikTok?
Right. No.
Yeah, look at these big titty bitches.
Right. As you do, yeah.
When I read, I have to not have my phone by me.
Right. Light
no
some
TV.
Candles. Right. Light some candles.
Throw my earbuds in, and I put on music with no lyrics.
Right.
Because if it has lyrics, I'll be
like, for sure.
What are they saying in this song? You know?
Exactly. That's what I'll be doing the whole time too, or I'll start like singing the lyrics if it's a song I know instead of reading and retaining.
Like, I'm sitting there trying to read a book on like vagabonding across the world and shit. And I'm like, hello, me, meet the real me. It's like, God damn it, Megadeth. Get out of my head.
And it's like, I don't even have my music on. Then you're like, Dave Mustaine, are you in my room again?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice story.
That'd be terrifying. You just turn around and Dave Mustaine's there. Yeah.
I'd immediately hit him up for money.
Yeah. That's
Bro, you're in my house. I will sue you.
Yeah. Ow, he attacked me. You pull the old move, like how the people, like, when a car stopped and they'll throw themselves on the car and pretend like they got hit. You just do the same thing. Yeah. Ow, he hurt me.
You're like, go, Dave. I don't handshake by knuckle bump. When he puts his fist up, you just dive into it.
Yeah.
Oh, my eye. Why would you hit me, Dave?
Now you're on Entertainment Tonight the next night, telling your side of things, Oh, fuck. That'd be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, but I think, kind of circling all this back is I think a lot of that is part of why I don't sit and play most games for very long, because I'm very much like, after, like you said, like after a short time, I'm like I used to sit and I would play like 4 games of Madden in a row, Now I play one and I'm like, I'm good, and then maybe I'll play something else for a short time, or a lot of times I don't, I'll just be like, yeah, that's enough, So I get you. It's weird. I don't get, and it's not that I enjoy it less. I still enjoy playing those games.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I guess maybe part of it too is that whole, like, there's probably that guilt eating in the back of our heads, whether we realize it or not. That's like, dude, you're 42. Are you really going to sit and play video games and drink Mountain Dew for 6 hours?
What's funny though is, despite me saying this, I've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah. Oh, really quick, dude. Last night on Raw, the guys from that New Day that I've talked about before, 2 of them came out, and their gear was all Mortal Kombat gear. One was Sub-Zero, and the other was Scorpion. It was pretty dope. Yeah. So sorry, go ahead.
But so there's these things called the Towers of Time, and you get unlocks for your characters, and you can see like the story if you do them.
Yeah.
But if you start a tower and you don't finish it, the next time you play, you got to start from the beginning.
Oh, jeez.
You know,
So you
and
gotta
it's only
finish
like 5 or 6. It's only like 5 or 6 fights.
Right.
But it's like every fight, it's like, okay, now you're gonna fight this person, but fucking random missiles are gonna shoot at you, or a
Sure.
net might hit you. It's all these weird handicaps.
Right. Is a net a new character?
Yeah, my aunt has had 82 strokes, and she's crazy.
Oh God. You know what's horrible about that is I believe I've met your Aunt Annette.
Yes. You
Yeah,
have, you
yeah.
have. And I'm not lying. She's had a million strokes.
I mean, that was like 100,000 years ago, but yeah.
Yeah. So I have like sat there for hours.
Sure.
Like if I get stuck and I'm like, I'm gonna beat this fucking bitch, And
But-
not only gonna beat it, I'm gonna fatality her.
Yeah. Yeah, you beat it and you're like, this isn't good enough now. Like this is personal.
Now it's gonna hurt, bitch.
I'm going to eradicate your bloodline.
So that's probably the one game lately that
Yeah.
that sucks me in, just because I don't want to start from the beginning again.
Right. I do that. It's weird. Like I'll start doing bounties in. Have you done any of those in Diablo?
No.
Okay.
I played Diablo like hardcore for like a week and a half, and then it's like a shiny nickel rolls. But I was like, oh, new game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, fucking cool.
Yeah, it's like it'll be like kill this many enemies, and kill this certain enemy. And it'll tell you kind of where they're at, as you're playing or whatever. So,
Right.
But you'll go into like Act 1 and there'll be like, I can't remember, there's like 6 or 5 per act kind of a thing. So it's like, and you don't get the overall like treasure chest reward unless you do all of them. Right. And they're fast. You can burn through them fairly quickly and just keep doing them. But it's like, there's times where I'll be playing and have been playing for a while and I'll, be halfway through and I'll be like, I really should quit. And it's like, I only got like 3 more, and then after that, I'm like, well, maybe I'll run a rift before I finish this. And, and then like you're saying, it's like, then I'm like, why have I been playing this game for 6 hours? But it's just, how it is.
Tuesday?
Yeah. Like all the games are built that way to, you do one thing and then you're like, all right, I'll do this. It's, like the Animal Crossing one we talked about a long time ago where you're like, okay, I'm just going to do this and I'm done. And then the next thing that comes up, you're like, oh, I'm right by it. I might as well. That way I don't have to travel the whole board next time, or whatever.
Yeah, that's how Skyrim gets you.
Yeah, most of those open world things are, yeah.
Well, Skyrim's like, I need you to go on this quest. And you're like, okay, and you pull it up and it's all the way across the map.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, because if you haven't been over there, you have to walk it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because you can't fast travel stuff you haven't been to. And as you're walking, you're like, oh, here's a cave. Oh, here's a tower.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, I already killed the bandits outside. I might as well go inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. I know those things kill you after a while. And, at some point you're just like, all right, I'm done. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, after this one, I swear I'm done.
Yeah, yeah. Well, once I shoot this dude in the face with an arrow and steal his stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Then your Fitbit's going off telling you it's time to get up. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
Dude, that's the most insulting thing my watch does, is if you sit on the couch too long, it's like time to stand. You're like, oh, okay. And then when you finally get up, it's like, you did it. Man, fuck you, watch. Fuck you, bro. Make me feel like shit.
Wow. Shit, man.
I know, right? Pretty annoying.
It's pretty ableist of that thing.
I know.
Jeez.
Well, because you set like a goal to stand, and I meet my goal every day because I'm at work.
Right.
I'm on my feet like 10 hours a day plus, easy.
Right.
So it's like, whatever. It's on the weekends. It's like, hey, bud, you should stand up. It's like, nah, I should.
Yeah. It's like, are you sure about that beer? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What the what? God damn it, Siri, shut the fuck up.
Hey, I've noticed your bowel movements aren't regular. What?
Yeah, my speakers detected rabbit pellets. Should be eating more fiber, bro.
Like, all right, these things are going too far.
Yeah.
I've noticed your urine's pretty smelly. Have you gotten enough water today?
It's like, oh, what?
What? Jesus.
Get away from me.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
have you? Do you want to talk WandaVision? Are you
Yeah.
caught up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Should we talk some WandaVision?
Yes. You did watch the end credit scenes for the final episode, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. For anyone who hasn't seen it, first of all, spoilers, so probably fast forward here. But also, if you make sure you stay all the way through, because there's 2 post-episode scenes on this one. So, or is it? I can't remember. Is it's 1? But there's like 2 mini story things. So
Yeah.
stick around for them, because the first time I watched it, I didn't know there were 2, and I only watched the first one.
Well, I just learned that there's 2, Brian, so I've only watched the first one.
Okay, well, it's not.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, somebody told me that there was, because I was reading something, because I'm like, oh, I've seen it, and then it was like, what the blah 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 means in the episode. I'm like, oh, okay, and I'm skimming through, and then I'm like, wait a minute, like I don't remember that, and I went back, and I was like, oh, there's another scene after the credits, because there's a mid-credit scene kind of thing, and then there's a after.
I wish.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, now I got to go back and watch that.
It is, but it isn't a big deal because, real quick, let's talk the final episode. Essentially, was that how'd you feel about the final episode? Well, or however you want to do this. I don't know. I mean, we can go back and talk the whole series.
I mean, I have to go over one thing before we go over the final episode real quick.
Okay.
The view sucks, which we talked about before. How awful the view is.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, I don't know, whatever day it was. It had to been last week. And they were talking to Catherine Hahn, who plays Agatha.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
And I walked into my work's break room, and I was it was Friday, because I was working with the dude I used to work with, because my normal guy was on vacation and blah, blah, blah. And I asked him, like, you've been watching WandaVision? He's like, no, I haven't started yet. So we go on break, and they're talking to Catherine Hahn about WandaVision.
Yeah.
And then, spoilers, obviously.
Right.
They started playing the song. Agatha was behind it the whole time.
Oh, no. It was Agatha all along.
Yeah, it was Agatha. They played that whole song.
Oh, man, really?
And my coworker's like, is she the bad guy? And I'm like, I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, man. That's so
I know.
Cool.
It's like, what the fuck, The View,
Yeah, because it's not like, because the thing is, realistically, whether you did or didn't see it coming, it's like that's going to solidify it in your head if you start watching.
Yes, I mean,
yep.
Assholes.
Yep. Agreed. That's some
I just couldn't believe that shit. And I was like, what? And I already hate The View anyway, but I mean, hate him even more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that was part of what bugged me as these episodes were dropping, because they were dropping it like 3 a.m, I think, because it was like midnight Pacific time, I think, is when they were dropping it on Thursday.
Right.
Well, technically Friday,
Yeah.
And it was like, people were putting spoilers up like immediately.
Like you start seeing memes and shit.
Yeah, well, the Agatha episode, the reveal there, I had that spoiled for me. Like, I saw it coming, because there was something about her the whole time that I was like, she's so much more over the top and everything than everybody else. There was something, my brain was like, something is weird here, but it wasn't like I was, and I'll be honest, I just recently, I'm forever behind in comics, but one of the comics that I read recently was part of a Scarlet Witch series, and that her character is in that series, and I was kind of like, wait a minute, kind of a thing. So that's actually what triggered it for me, was I just happened to be like 2 years behind in comics. But
I guess the moral story is, if you read the comics, you're basically new already.
I don't know if that's the case. I don't know why my brain did it, but my brain was like, wait a minute, I wonder if that's so-and-so, So,
right.
And obviously, like I said, through the episodes, there's things she does that are, like, she seems to know exactly the right things and all this other. Anyway, but, so I had that one spoiled for me. And that was seriously like half an hour after it dropped, someone just, here it is right there on Twitter. And I didn't expect, because I didn't think about the show, having been dropped yet. And I'm like, oh, come on. Like, seriously, give people at least a chance to watch the dang show.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like for you, it drops overnight. You're not watching it until after work the next day. Even if you're like, I gotta watch it as soon as I can, it's going to be the next day.
I didn't watch it till Saturday morning.
Yeah,
so.
Right. And I was like, so for the final, I what was I doing? There was something else I was doing, and I'm like, well, I'm going just Twitter dark until I watch it. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't want any big reveals given away or anything, and yeah, but yeah.
No, I like it.
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious what they're gonna. I mean, like I honestly thought, the whole Vision exchange. I was like, oh, the Hex is gonna come in, and he's still gonna be there because he's.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
Wasn't.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, like that one I didn't. I was like, oh, that one kind of fucked me up, but
right.
But I mean,
and her kids
they did a fine job.
And her, that by choosing the way she did, they got rid of Vision and the kids, and
the kids. Yeah,
it is interesting though because we see White Vision just fly off.
Yeah.
After made up Vision, awakens
shared his memories with him basically.
Yeah, and it was kind of weird to me that he just took off, that he didn't like stick around to make sure Wanda was okay or anything. So I'm very curious how that goes forward.
Maybe he had to process all that information.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
but
I gotta go think about this, guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so
but like I wonder if
he just
Agent
freezes
Rambo,
himself
and keeps her powers.
Oh yeah. See, again, there's some stuff from the comics that help with this.
Yeah.
So and for like the final episode, the first post or mid credit scene is with her, where she's told that she, someone wants to talk to her in a theater, and I full on expected it to be Sam Jackson sitting there.
Yes, same.
Full on expected it to be Fury,
Skrulls.
And then kaboom, Skrulls, and I was like, oh, okay, we're still doing Skrulls, all right, because there is going to be the Secret Invasion show on Disney Plus. And again, in the comics, for anyone who doesn't know, there is some context there, which is that Rambo is good friends with Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel and her help, oh God, what's the guy's name? Talos, I think it is, who's a Skrull, fight off an invasion, which basically what they've done with that scene is they've set up Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah,
because what's her name? I can't think of the woman's name. The actress playing Monica Rambeau, she signed on to be in Captain Marvel 2. So there's there you go. Segment 1. Because what was interesting to me was the whole time everybody pretty much was like, well, this series is basically to set the tone for the next phase of the Marvel universe. It's going to essentially set up Doctor Strange 2.
Strange and
and and everyone thought Mephisto was going to be the villain, and then it was, oh well, maybe it's Kang the Conqueror because of the timeline stuff, and I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of dope because Kang's a real something else for them to deal with in the comics,
Yeah.
Because he can just time travel however and whenever he wants.
Right.
But none of that stuff happened, and in the final episode, I was like, I understand this series ends up it's a story of grief. And her, Wanda going through the grieving process.
Yes.
Because the very end, of course, is acceptance and peace and being able to move forward. But I was kind of like, and I've seen some people like, yeah, I didn't really like the last episode. And I was like, I get it because I think we overshot. And the problem is that what we got was a really good and well-written series for the most part. But I think we all were like, expecting that big like reveal for when Rambo says that she knows a what do you call it? Like an engineer or something like that. She's clearly referring to you know, there were so many guesses, like, oh, it might be, you know, Reed Richards, or it might be this or whatever, and it turns out that, you know, it wasn't potentially,
Right.
or it was never named like that. So it was like, oh, you know, like, I think there were those moments to where we were like, oh, we're gonna see, this is gonna be the beginning of the Fantastic Four, or maybe and it's like, no, nope. And it's like, who knows? Maybe, you know, because 3 movies down the road, they'll be like, oh, yeah, we put these Easter eggs in Scarlet Witch or WandaVision. Nobody
you
found.
You guys didn't see this shit coming?
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. We were surprised nobody found it. So, you know, like, I really dug the series, but the second credits that you didn't see, so spoilers again.
Yes.
We see Wanda sitting in what looks to be like a cave, and she is reading. There's an astral projection of her reading from, oh shit, I forgot the name, the book that Agatha has.
Oh yeah. Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the book of the dead.
Yeah. So she's reading from that book, and that basically, and there's a part though that, like, you see her doing that, and apparently in the comics, this I didn't know, which is oh god, I'm so bad with these fucking names again. Whoever created the book did so in, like, the cave, basically. So it looks like that's probably, like, the birthplace of the book, kind of a thing. While she's reading, the last thing we hear are her kids calling out for her. Now, and I was very confused by what's going on here, and it didn't hit me until I read a thing later, and I was like, duh. The name of Doctor Strange 2 is like Doctor Strange in the something multiverse, or in the multiverse of something.
Yeah. Multiverse of madness.
Yeah, like, and it was like, so what's probably happening is that as she gets these powers, whether she means to or not, she's probably kind of fucking around with the timeline and stuff. And Doctor Strange,
creating a multiverse.
Right.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange, because she literally, as we've seen through the whole series, she can create things out of nothing. That is her power, is she can do that, or one of her powers. So Doctor Strange, of course, will have to, you know, get that shit wrapped up, because he's the Sorcerer Supreme / protector of the, you know, the realm, and so
yeah, he's got to do his Sorcerer Supreme shit.
Yeah, it's got to do Sorcerer Supreme shit, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and again, what's her name? Caitlin Olsen is signed on to be the co-star of the next Doctor Strange movie. Whether or not, it'll be interesting to see, though, whether she's the villain, or if she's, how this works. My guess is that it probably, she goes, whoop, you know, it's just fucking around. Whoops-a-daisy, I unleashed all the things.
Yeah. Oh shit, guys.
Maybe there still is a chance for some bigger bad guy to show up, and then her and Doctor Strange work together, and then she has her face turn. Because right now she's not a heel, but she's kind of a heel, you know? Cause
she's walking that fine line.
Yeah, because she did kidnap a whole town of people.
Yeah, but fuck those people. They live in New Jersey. What do they know?
Right. So, yeah. So really what happened is, from the grief storyline, the last episode wrapped things up fairly well. But from the where does the Marvel Universe go from here, it was like when they hit the credits at the end of that, and I'm like, I thought this was supposed to set up more stuff. And I'm like, well, she flies off and Vision flies off. I guess that could set stuff up, you know?
Right.
And then the other 2 scenes, I'm like, that's really funny, because literally those 2 scenes completely set up 2 movies.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like, because I didn't see the second one. When I saw the first one, I was just like, oh shit, Skrulls.
Yeah, right? And that was the thing, you know, they had Skrulls in the Captain Marvel movie, so it's continuing. Plus, like I said, there's going to be a Secret Invasion show with Fury and somebody. I can't remember who else is in it. And that show is going to be, you know, I mean, Secret Invasion, for anyone who doesn't know, is a story in Marvel Comics where these shape-shifting Skrulls invade Earth, and basically everyone's like, I don't know if you're real or a Skrull about everyone. So
it's Among Us, but Marvel Universe.
Yeah. Everyone's sus. You're right.
Everyone is sus.
Mm-hmm. Sus as fuck, too.
Like, bro, I just saw that dude vent. Sus.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was really happy with that series and stuff. What I can't understand is why the hell we got to wait 2 weeks for Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Because 2 weeks.
I know. Why not just start it right off?
Bro, it's Total Recall rules. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Okay, you're right. No, it was something I thought was interesting really quick was, did you notice like they released Coming to America early? And I was wondering if they did that because they wanted the whole release date of themselves, because otherwise their release date was going to be the same as the WandaVision finale.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they did.
Yeah. And clearly it's done well.
Watching Michelle watch WandaVision was interesting because she doesn't like, quote unquote, superhero stuff.
Right. And for the most part, that show wasn't superhero stuff.
Right. Yeah, like when I told her I wanted to watch, she was like, Yeah. She's only watched a handful of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But she was like, man, this is probably one of the most well-written TV shows I've ever watched.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
She really enjoyed it. And a lot of times she's like, what's going on? I had to explain stuff. I'm like, this is why we need to go and watch the chronological Marvel movies.
Yes.
Because Disney Plus set them up for us just like that.
Yeah. There's a Vision series, like a comic series that was out a few years ago that was really good. And it's basically Vision creates a wife and 2 children, and he moves them into like suburbia. And it's really, really good. And it's not a long series. There might be, I don't know, 2 or 3 trades at most, I think.
Mm.
So if I find a link, I'll put the link in the show notes. So if you want to,
it's one of those weird offshoot books like the Spectacular Foes of Spider-Man.
Yes, it's very different. There's not a lot of like superhero stuff to it. It's just a very like Vision is basically like, we're gonna be the American family. We're gonna fit in, and I mean, a tiny Spurler, shit goes sideways. So
weird.
Yeah, but it's good.
Does his laptop die?
Well, I mean, he is his laptop, so that'd be kind of weird.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I mean, he has already done. You know what I'm saying? Spurlers. I guess within the last year, we've seen him die twice, actually, but kind of.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Kinda, not really.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
Yeah. But
I mean, 3 times if you count the time travel shenanigans and Avengers.
That's true. You're right. Yeah. Man, it sucks to be Vision, man. Jeez.
Right.
Damn. I was waiting for. I was very curious if they were going to kind of reveal how Sword revived him. Because, but then I was like, oh wait, he existed before the Soul Stone was in his head. The Soul Stone just gave him a soul, basically. So, he was still a functioning like robot before that. So, sorry.
And they had that sick ass Wanda energy.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I was.
Yeah, dude. You know what would have been a move? Sword puts him back.
Oh shit! You're right. They did explain it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
They had that Wanda energy.
Yeah.
But what they should have done was instead of sending him after Wanda, hand him into battle bots. They're winning.
That would have been hilarious. Like you see, what's his nuts from Sword, and he's got like a giant remote control.
Vision's out there just kicking little robots around.
Just destroying everything with that fucking...
Just fucking them all up.
Like laser beam, and other like dads and their kids are like, is this legal? Like, I don't think this is in the rules.
I mean, he's a robot, I guess. It's fucking shit up.
Yeah. Here's your 10-time reigning champion.
Vision!
The match starts as the other robots just out on the floor. He's just blasted with that laser thing. Done.
Done.
Meanwhile, the other dad's like, dude, I spent like $5,000 on that. He's like, you didn't have to actually destroy it. Like, you could have just you could have just phased through it and disabled it.
No, it's BattleBots.
Yeah.
You got to destroy.
Like, fuck you.
Kill or be killed.
Right.
In the BattleBots arena.
Yeah, exactly. Even though the other thing has no chance of killing him.
Oh, not at all. 0 chance.
Yep.
I don't care if it's that one that had that really like fast spinny blade thing that would send robots flying.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny though? Like he's on like basically like when we were at the Bachelor weekend and we stepped to the plate and destroyed the like 19 in a row champions at beer pong. You know?
Oh boy, yeah. Like looking out of one eye, seeing 18 different things.
We were both a
somehow
mess. Yeah. Well, skill, my friend. Skill.
Well, bro. It's because, the little man needed to rise up and take down the big guys.
Exactly. So
then we immediately lost the next game.
We're not talking about that, though. That's why, it'd be funny, like, he's just annihilating all the competition. And then this is just, like, rickety-ass robot that some kid put together in his, by himself. His dad, he's
made of Lego Technic.
Yeah, he's an orphan. His dad, it's just the biggest sob story. The robot just comes in. And just, like, somehow flips Vision on his back or something, and he can't get up. I don't know, whatever. I assume he's like a turtle.
Kicks him right in his robot dick.
Yeah.
It's just a big boot on a spring-loaded stick.
My ball stones.
Oh!
How did you know that's my one weakness?
Little do we know his reset button is in his taint.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, he just reboots in safe mode, which he can't hurt anything.
No, exactly.
And then, like you said, kill or be killed. The little rickety-ass robot just pulls out a switchblade and just knifes him.
Shanks his ass.
Right between the ribs.
Yeah. It's a fucking dirty switchblade.
Well, of course, it's one the kid found on like the playground or something. It's not even
exactly out of some junkie's bag.
Yeah, this will do nicely.
Yes, this will be perfect on my robot.
Oh man,
excellent.
Oh man, you just see all these people just furious because they just have all this money riding on Vision.
Exactly.
Except for like one guy who bet on the kid,
Yeah, because he's, he drank like 14 chill waves.
Yeah, that one guy, Tony Stark.
Tony Stark. I knew it.
I believed in you, kid. You're the new Iron Man. Huh? Like I don't really want it, but I already said you're the new Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean Iron Boy.
Iron Boy. Ugh. Takes you back to those days of the Aqua Lad and all those kind of dumbass sidekicks.
Yeah.
Ugh. Look, I'm a teenage version of the hero, but terrible. Most of them didn't even do cool stuff like, die in a fire like Robin did.
Exactly. Aqualad and his arch nemesis, the Manta Molester.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's no good right there.
Pulls up in a giant clamshell. Hey, you like pearls?
You like gladiator movies?
Yeah. You ever seen a merman dick?
Oh, I thought you were going to say a merman naked. It was right there.
I had to go hard. I went hard in the paint.
You did. A little too aggressive on that one. Pretty sure that's a charge. Yeah. Take that either way. The police agree. That was a charge. By the police, I mean like, Sting and Stuart Copeland and the other guy's name.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Wow, I would have just got Sting. I would have been like Sting and Company.
Pretty sure that was what they went by most of the time.
Yeah. Like,
can we change the band name to like the Police or something? Because Sting and Company and Sting's like, I don't know, I kind of like the ring of it.
Yeah, like Sting. Just think about Sting.
It's pretty good.
And Company.
And Company, yeah.
That's you guys.
Yeah. Like fine.
So I have a very important news story I want to bring up.
Okay.
But you're going to lose camera privileges.
No. All right.
Yeah, my apologies. This is not as easy on my phone. Boy, I wish I had a laptop that fucking worked. That'd be sick.
There's a bunch of old guys saying the same thing, my friend.
It's at least Viagra can fix their problems.
Maybe, yeah.
Right.
Well, there you go. Start jamming blue pills in that laptop. See what happens.
Yeah, right. See, now my link won't open.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, it's that time of the year, Brian. It's Girl Scout cookie time.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess, yeah.
Why do you mean the server cannot be found? What is happening here?
What is this? That time at Damon's we went in? Anyway, that's a real inside joke
God.
just for us. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only time I've ever walked out of a restaurant.
I think it is for me too.
What the fuck, dude? Nothing's loading on my laptop. Or not my laptop, my phone.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even understand.
It's technology. Skynet, man. All this shit you've
Apparently.
been talking, it's coming for you finally.
Yeah, I'm super confused.
Unlike
here.
Tony, I welcome our new robot overlords.
I don't. You know what I'm gonna do?
Cry?
Yeah, maybe.
That'd be good for the podcast. Just make sure you get it on camera so that we can use it as promo material.
What's amazing is I'm still having a Zoom call with you. There we go. It just finally loaded.
All right.
Wow, that was insane.
Yep.
Anywho, it's Girl Scout cookie time,
Sure.
which I have yet to find anybody that's selling them, because I feel weird about buying them from just a parking lot from some savages on a fucking folding table.
Oh, that's all I've seen so far. I've seen it over by Kroger a few times.
Like I worked with a dude that last year he was my fixer.
Now, did he dress as a Girl Scout and then sell them?
I hope so.
Okay.
You know. And then I found out he wasn't selling Girl Scout cookies, so I actually reached out to our buddy Cheeto, because I know I saw on Facebook he said his daughter was.
Yeah.
But the shipping is so insane.
Oh, right.
So I still haven't got any this year. But
yeah.
Some fine person put out the Girl Scout cookie power rankings.
Okay. This is not what I thought it was.
I just want to see if you agree with these.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm sure I won't, but...
I'm going to start from the bottom of the list.
Sure.
So coming in at number 12 is the caramel chocolate chip, which I'm not even sure I've had.
I don't think I've had that one.
I mean, it must be shit, though, if it's the bottom of the list.
Sure.
Maybe. Like, I kind of want to get a box of everything and actually have a taste test of these.
You mean like a sweet and salty language?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
All right, so that's number 12. Number 11 is a toast yay.
Wasn't that the dude who had the... never mind. I can't even do a Gautier joke there. What is it?
I don't even know what... It says some sort of... It looks like a piece of toast. It says it's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I've never even heard of this cookie.
Okay.
These Girl Scouts are getting crazy.
All right.
Yeah, whatever. Number 10, Brian. Number 10, we have the lemonade.
Oh, is that the one that's like the shortbread with the like lemon kind of icing on top?
Yeah, and it kind of looks like a lemon.
Yeah. I dug those because, I dig me some lemon stuff. I did like those.
Should it be 10 on the list, though?
Well, we'll see. I know there's going to be at least one cookie above it that I'm going to be like, that should just be thrown right in the trash. So,
Number 9, we have the Girl Scout S'mores version 2.
Oh, version 2, you say?
Yeah, it basically looks like a big square turd. I'm assuming there's marshmallow in there and some sort of graham situation.
Okay. I would hope, given that it's a s'more.
I mean, the chocolate looks very dull. I like a nice shiny chocolate, if I'm being real.
All right. Good to know. I'll spray some clear coat on it before I give them to you.
Number 8, the classic, the trefoils / the shortbread cookies.
I'm okay with those. I'm not the biggest fan of shortbread, but I would rather have the lemon one than that.
I think I agree with you. I'd rather have the lemon one
Yeah.
But I will go hard on some shortbread cookies.
I mean, I can't knock it too hard. Those have been around 1,000 years. So
yeah,
clearly they're a well-liked cookie.
They're doing something right. But I mean, that buttery deliciousness of a good shortbread.
Yep.
I will punch a Girl Scout in the face.
I feel like
14 times.
I feel like you could just pay them and they'll hand you a box of them.
No, I gotta punch them.
That seems like a weird deal, but all right.
That'll teach them.
All right.
Number 7. Oh, this might be one maybe you're talking about. This is called the Lemon Up. It has inspiring messages on it, such as "I am bold." It has a little bit of frosting on the bottom, slightly citrusy, according to this description.
Yeah. I think that might be the
I don't
one.
know if it's the one you're talking.
I think that is the one I was thinking of. I like
Were
those.
you inspired while you were eating it?
Obviously,
the
I was
messages
inspired to
carved
eat the
into
whole damn box. Is what I was inspired to do.
them? Fair enough.
But those were like a bigger cookie, so you didn't get very many of them, and that always sucks. Like when you pay and you get like 4 cookies, and you're like, oh man, like there's no way I'm not eating all these right now.
Yeah, I'm not a fan when you're like you get that little box, you rip it open, there's like 2 cookies in there.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Like, what the hell, Girl Scouts?
Yep.
Number 6, we have the Girl Scout S'more version 1. It's the sandwich version.
Okay.
I don't think I've had either one of the s'mores.
No, I don't. Again, I haven't ordered any Girl Scout cookies in years, and honestly, I'm pretty like, I'm usually there's like three that I order. So
yeah, I'm very old school with my girl. I'm like that grumpy old man,
Yeah.
Like, the shortbread was good enough for me in the 50s.
Well, that's the thing is
good enough now.
I think some of the times when I've ordered it, people will be like, hey, what ones do you want? And I'll be like, do they still have these? And they go, yeah. And I'll go, cool, give me those. I don't even look to see what the new ones are, which is my own mistake there because apparently I've been missing out.
Well, apparently, if I remember right from the last time I ordered them, if you want some of these more premium ones, it's an upcharge.
Oh.
And I do believe Girl Scout cookies are kind of overpriced as they are.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of like they're paying for the experience
of buying something from a little girl.
Yes, and then punching her.
No,
times.
No.
What?
You don't get to do that.
Oh shit! Don't tell my parole officer. Number 5. I hate the name, and I've never had the cookie. The Toffee-tastic.
Oh yeah.
I do love a good toffee, though.
I do too, and I have not had this
I will.
one, so, yeah.
I mean, you give me a Heath bar, I might kill a man for you.
Good to know. Good to know.
I love a good toffee.
I do too. Yeah. So that's probably.
So I don't know how. I mean, I'll be honest though. The picture of the cookie, it looks. It almost looks like some sort of preteen child with like horrible acne. It's not a very attractive cookie.
It's like the nerd from The Simpsons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yikes.
Number 4 is a staple of my household growing up,
and
that would be the Thin Mint.
Number 4 is the Thin Mint.
Yeah, my mom loved the Thin Mint.
All right, I love them
Thin
too.
Mint in the freezer.
There is no other way to
best
eat.
Thing ever.
No other way to eat a Thin Mint. If you don't eat them fresh or straight out the freezer, there's something wrong with you. That's the best way.
If it's not in the freezer, you're a communist bastard. We will hunt you down.
Oh man, they're so good that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so the Thin Mint is number 4. So we're getting into the weeds here.
Yeah.
We're going number 3. The Do-si-do / the peanut butter sandwich.
Okay, what does that look? Is it just like shortbread cookies with like peanut butter in the middle, or is it something else?
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I was never a big fan of those.
No, over the Thin Mint? How dare you, LA Times?
That's absurd. Sorry.
Your West Coast inferiorness is coming through on this. Yeah, no. Hard pass. That should not, no.
Yeah, those, I never really liked the peanut butter, and I always thought they were kind of dry. So.
Yeah. Over the Thin Mint?
Yeah.
So disappointed.
Amen.
Yeah. Number 2. This is my jam right here. The tag-along, the peanut butter patty.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, I will house a container of these.
That is my favorite Girl Scout cookie. And I love Thin Mints, but tag-alongs, dude, all day long. I can't be trusted with a box of those things.
No, I will go ham on it.
Oh, for sure. I will crush every one of them.
You want to see me turn into Gollum? Give me a thing of tag-alongs.
Yeah, so I know what number 1 is then.
Number 1,
Are we down to
Samoa.
Yeah, for sure. I
Slash the Caramel Delight.
Right, which those can go right to hell because of coconut.
Yeah, well,
but
I was like, you're not a coconut guy, so
yeah.
I totally get it. I do enjoy a Samoa.
Yeah,
but I also like coconut.
Right. Yeah, and again I understand because again that one's been around a long time. That's a favorite. Most people I know that there's generally at least a box of those in their order, so I get it.
Yeah, I mean I get it too, but
yeah, I don't know,
above
man.
the Thin Mint,
Nah,
peanut butter sandwich.
Nope. Nah, it's for me. It's tagalongs and Thin Mints and the lemon, the one lemon cookie are my normal order.
Right.
They had one at one time. I don't know. Did you ever have that? They had one that was like a strawberry cheesecake one.
I never had that one.
That was decent.
That sounds delectable, though.
Yeah, it was. It had like it was like whatever kind of cookie it was, and then in the middle there was kind of like on top there was like the jam. And then in the middle of the cookie itself, I believe, was the like cheesecake air quote filling.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough though on that list because I've not had most of the cookies on that list, which I don't know how I feel about that.
Apparently, we need to broaden our horizons.
I also don't know if it's fair that S'mores Volume 1, or Version 1 and 2 both get to make the list. I feel like you got to pick one.
They had lemon cookie version 1 and 2 as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did have a lemon sandwich cookie too. It was just lemon on the inside, plain like the peanut butter ones, but they were lemon. Those were okay. But they weren't much better than like you can seriously go to like Kroger and for $1 or $2 or for like $2 you can get like 1,000 of them in a package. There's like store brand, just classic lemon cookie. Here's my deal, though.
What's up?
The way I would look at this is there were Reese's for a while had a cookie that was really similar to the Tagalong. To the point that I was like, thank goodness I can buy these year-round basically now.
I don't know if it's a good thing to share with you or not.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
But Kroger has basically a tag-along Kroger brand.
Oh, really?
Delicious.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be having some of those soon.
And they also, if you live in the area, Kroger area, they have a version of the Samoa too.
Right,
and it's also delicious.
And they do have basically
and the Thin Mint too.
Well, the Thin Mint, like Keebler had grasshoppers. I don't know if you remember those were kind of. It's not quite the same, but it's
No, I don't trust tree elves making my treats.
I'll
be honest.
I mean, that's fair. I can't fault you on that. That is 100%.
Yeah, I mean, there's at least one drunken elf in there fucking my fudge stripe, and I don't want that.
Well, the real question is, where's all that fudge come from? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah. They just got one elf that they're just constantly giving. What's that shit before a colonoscopy that they make you drink?
Yeah.
They're just giving them that stuff constantly.
Like, who's that in the corner? Oh, that's loose bowel.
Yeah. Oh, rough.
Huh.
I don't know, man. I'm with you. I mean, obviously, I have something against the Samoa, but yeah, to me, man, tagalongs and Thin Mints are 1 and 2. Honestly, you hand me either, and I'll be happy.
I mean, my top 3 are Tagalong, Samoa, Thin Mint. That's my top 3.
Mine.
And then honestly, shortbread comes in 4th. I do like a shortbread cookie.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah, and you're correct. I haven't had these toast yays and whatever the other things are called. I don't even know what those other cookies were.
Yeah, and the s'mores.
So I haven't had any of those, so I don't know.
I've definitely had the lemon ones because anytime they had a lemon cookie, like the whole time, like anyone, like if it was my mom ordering, if there were lemon ones, she'd always get them because she knew I love lemon cookies. Or when I was with Jen, she would get them because same reason. And,
right.
Yeah. So yeah, if I walked up to them on the at the table right now, that would be the first thing. Is I'd be like, I'm gonna need like 18 boxes of tagalongs, probably 18 boxes of Thin Mints, as long as I got room in the freezer. If not, I'll buy a cooler. And
yeah, I'll get a freezer.
Yeah, yeah, I just buy a little chest freezer, nothing but Thin Mints in it. Fuck yeah.
That's a move. Pro move.
That's tough. I don't know. So,
I know, right?
Yeah. it was like I was reading a list. I was actually thinking of bringing it for us to talk about, but I disagreed with the list so much I just couldn't, which was like worst breakfast cereals to best. And I just did not agree with this person so many times. Like, they've got Raisin Bran way the fuck up their list.
Raisin Bran is shit.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
You know what, Brian? Let's do this for next week.
Okay.
We'll make our own lists.
Oh, God.
Like send me the link, and then how about we come up with our own top 10 of cereals, worst to best.
I gotta find it, but I'll dig through my history and see if I can find it. So.
Just give it a quick Goog. I'm sure you'll find it.
Meh, maybe. I don't even remember. I was trying to think where I even...
how about if not, next week we'll bring our top 10 cereals, worst to best.
Well, I don't know about 10, but yeah.
I can do 10.
Well, it was cool though, because like the way this was, like I disagreed with that list, but then there was one that was kind of cool to see, which was like cereals like you won't see again, kind of a thing. And I'm like, dude, some of those cereals, like you remember OJ's? Did you ever have those? They were the orange, like they were little oranges
with all the knives and heads.
No, the cereal, not the serial killer. No, he wasn't a serial killer. He didn't kill enough people, allegedly.
It turns your milk red.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, but there were a bunch of those that, I was like, oh, dude, I remember those from when, we were children's. Because we had a lot of them.
Yeah, it was the Wild West of cereal when we were kids.
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. You walk down the cereal aisle now, it's pretty much like there's so many that are basically just candy. These were...
Do you remember Nintendo cereal? And the box was split down the middle with Mario on one side and Zelda on the other?
I do. Yeah.
And it was basically, they both tasted like sugary shit.
Yeah.
But it was sick-ass shit.
Well, dude, you needed the fuel to play those games, They just hop you up on sugar and turn you loose on a Nintendo,
Oh, yeah,
You're
absolutely.
all set. Anyway, like you said, all right, I'll look around, see what we can come up with.
Let's make a list of cereal for next week.
Well, I guess while we're talking about that, then I guess anyone listening, if you want, feel free to send us your top 10 cereals for next week.
Yeah, worst to best.
Right. Or at least, make sure you tell us which way your list goes so we can
accurate
ridicule you.
You know what? I actually have some feedback too. Now I think about it.
What? Is it just like
I mean, pretty much could be. No, I asked our lovely listeners about please doing this on my shit laptop. That we're recording, blah blah blah. Do you have anything for us? Yakety schmackety.
Right.
And people did have stuff for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's see here. Brigger would like to know who we would cast in the Fantastic Four film.
Interesting.
Right? I'm just going to go right off my gut here.
Mm-hmm.
I want Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as the Thing.
All right.
Okay. Let me think here. Who should be Johnny whatever?
Storm.
Torch Boy. Yeah, thank you. Johnny Storm. Let's go with Steve-O.
Bold casting by Tony here.
Yes.
All right.
Reed Richards. I need someone. Oh, Jeff Goldblum as Reed Richards.
Sure.
Yeah, and then the Invisible Woman. She needs to be sassy and sexy.
And invisible.
And invisible.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes. Wait, no, I said sassy. She's got the sexy thing going. I love Predator hair. Shit. Invisible Woman. Let's go with. This is me drawing a complete blank on actresses right now. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Let's go with I don't even know, Brian. Let's go Selma Hayek because she's delightful.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't complain about watching her in pretty much anything. So.
I know, right?
Yeah. How can I compete with this? All right. So I want Cedric the Entertainer as the Thing.
All right, all right.
I want Kevin Hart as oh shit, I can't think of his name now. Their son.
Oh, Baby Richards.
Yes, Baby Richard. Franklin. That's his name.
There you go.
I want Kevin Hart as Franklin. I want Idris Elba as Mr. Fantastic. And
Perfect.
Who do I want as Sue Storm? I don't know. That's a fine question. RuPaul.
I know, right? Oh, all right. There you go.
And she's going to be fabulous. There.
Fabulous.
And directed by Tyler Perry.
Naturally.
Because I want to see Tyler Perry's A Fantastic Four. No, I'm kidding.
I'm also gonna immediately apologize because my Facebook's telling me that most relevant is selected.
Oh, okay.
So some comments may have been filtered out, and I don't know how to fix it on my phone.
Oh, right.
Because I don't have my shitty laptop going. So if I
Right.
skip somebody's content, I apologize.
Right.
Dev would like to know if Jason Brigger were to actually play D&D, why would he be an Ent, and who cast Fireball from the party to set him ablaze?
I mean,
Ent is a tree folk, if anyone doesn't know.
Like me.
I'm going to assume everybody in the party casts Fireball.
That was my guess, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just because I've never seen an Ent do impersonations, and trees making voices should probably die.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Just saying. Dev also wonders, why are there no new Will It Air Fry or Will It Waffle episodes on Salty TikTok? Dev, it's because I haven't done them in a while, and you're right. I've failed you, and I apologize.
Yep.
And I've been thinking of things that I can air fry and waffle, and I might do both. Will this air fry or will it waffle?
Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So looks forward to that on Salty Language on TikTok. Dev also said again, if the Baltica marketing team had to write a promotional blurb about you, what would it say?
Oh, yeah, right.
I mean, if he's talking about the podcast, it's clearly the SAR podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he's talking about us individually, I'm not 100% sure.
The only podcast worthy of a tall, cold...
plastic bottle of Baltica.
Yeah, just like Mother Nature intended. Mm-mm.
Yes. I'm down for that.
Yep.
Yeah. Like the cool mountains of the Himalayas. Is that? I know it's. I don't know.
This is train wrecking fast.
Boy, is it! And Jeff from Hobie just asks, "Why is Gamera?"
Wait, which?
Now, I don't know if he means Gamera from like the flying turtle with the jetpack feet.
How did he spell it?
Gamora.
Okay, so that's not the Munster one.
It's not. Yeah. So is it Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Sure. And why?
I mean, Jeff, I don't know.
Why
Gamora,
not? Why not?
Jeff,
that's the.
I'm gonna wake up at like 3 a.m. screaming, "What? Why is Gamora?" Because I don't know.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
Yep.
I don't think anybody commented on Instagram, but let me double check.
Nope.
Survey says no. People just liked it.
Awesome.
Well, I like it, not comment. I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. All right.
But yeah, so thank you for the input, people. And yes, Dev, seriously, I will be air frying and waffling stuff soon. Just
you better be
for funsies,
damn
I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I have a quick question here, and we'll see where this goes.
Okay, what's up?
Did you watch the Patrice doc?
I have not yet.
Okay. I did. You really need to. It's very good.
Yeah, I need to figure out where I can watch it since I don't have access to Comedy Central.
Well, remember it's on iTunes. You can.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just haven't done that yet. You're right.
Yeah,
I do need to watch that.
Or you might, I think it's just straight through iTunes, because I was going to say, or you might check, like, was that site of Bill Burr's, allthingscomedy.com?
Yeah.
Because I think that's...
Now, if it's through iTunes, I'll just do it that way.
Yeah.
Be easier on me.
I'll tell you what's weird. They mentioned on the Chip Chipperson podcast, and it blew my mind, which is how that Anthony Cumia is, aside from them playing clips from O&A, not on it at all.
That is weird, because him and Patrice had a real good rapport.
Opie was on it.
Really?
Yeah, which blew my mind.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those guys behind the scenes, but from what I understand, Opie's basically like an outcast now.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but yeah, Opie is literally sitting at a table and they talk to, and giving like whatever about it when they're referring to Patrice on O&A, and there's nothing from Cumia. And the only thing I can think of is maybe it's because of how polarizing he is.
I mean, could be. I know once upon a time there was some weirdness that happened between him and his chick, and when that happened, I know Bill Burr was like, fuck that guy."
Yeah. So
so I don't know if maybe that's still
could be
going on.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was so good, and his goddamn, it's just, you know how it is. Like every time you'll hear a bit of his or something, every once in a while something will come through, and you're like, God damn, that's so good. That's such good, like, commentary. Like, there's a bunch of clips from Tough Crowd in there that are freaking great. But
Patrice is brilliant, and I miss him a lot.
I have one other thing to say, which is, seriously, if you dyed his mom's hair, cut it short, and gave her a goatee, she looks just like Patrice.
That's hilarious.
Like, if you just if she just lip synced, she could probably have continued pretending that Patrice was alive. It was, I was like,
wow.
Whoa, there's no questioning that he is her son.
Mama O'Neill.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, there's that. All right. Well, after you watch it, we can talk about it some more. What?
Holy shit, my laptop's booting up finally.
It'll boot up just in time for us to be done.
Basically, that's what it's starting to look like.
So,
well, no, it just says please wait, but the screen changed.
Okay.
So.
Well, did you see that? Apparently, what's his nuts? That's the Papa John of Papa John's was on. Oh God, what is that? That OAN or whatever shitty network it is, and he was talking to them. He said he's been working for the last 20 months to remove the N-word from his vocabulary.
Ninja?
Yes. No.
Huh.
Dude, 20 months. How fucking ingrained was his racism?
I mean, it sounds like he's pretty ingrained.
Look, I say shit and fuck a lot. If you told me you have to quit saying this because you're going to, get into a lot of trouble, blah, 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 I could cut that out of my vocabulary real fast.
Right.
How the hell do you not just get into a mindset real quick that, hey, anytime you just want to yell that word out, don't. Like, holy shit.
I mean, maybe he's like into gangster rap. He's like, what's up, my noodles?
I saw a great tweet today that was like something like Papa John's been working hard, but one little Wayne track and he's going to relapse or something like that.
He listens to French Montana once.
Oh, it's a mess.
Over.
Yeah. I was just like, dude, I mean, listen, if he truly is trying to change his ways, good. But it was like, seriously, how ingrained is that in your vocabulary and your mind that it's taken this long? Like, damn, son.
I mean, you've seen the amount of plastic surgery he's had. Maybe that's the only sound he can make.
Oh, man, I don't know. I was just blown away by that. Just, 20 months. That's the better part of 2 years to get one word out of your vocabulary. Like, whew. Yikes. Like, also, it's like, how much was he using this word? Like, because if it's that part of that much of your vocabulary, I mean, damn,
Yeah, that's an aggressive use.
Yeah. I don't. In my eyes, didn't do him any favors. You know what I mean? That, if anything, to me, I was like, "Geez, what kind of racist is this guy?" You know.
He's like, "Hey, I'm really working hard on it. I'm sorry." I'm like, bro, it's been 20 months.
Yeah.
20 months.
Yeah. He's like, "Listen, Ninja," and you're like, "Duh."
Yeah. Like, wait, no. Like,
yeah.
Jesus.
Every time he goes to make an sound, everyone around him tenses up. You know. Like, oh boy.
In the face of wet dough.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah. They just got like a shot collar on him.
He probably loves that too.
Man, I'm surprised he didn't turn into like a reality show or something though.
He looks like a reality show, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Him and the Bang CEO should get together. I don't know if you've seen that guy.
No, I haven't.
The Bang energy drink CEO. Just Google him real quick.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna love everything you see about this guy.
All right.
He looks like the CEO of an energy drink company. Like
All
that's
right.
what you like. That's what he should look like.
Was he like on par with Jeff from Tiger King?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's the chief scientific officer of Bang.
Yeah.
As well as the CEO. All right.
You like the gold chain he sports?
Oh wow, what a fucking creep!
It's a good look, isn't it?
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever enjoyed a Bang energy drink.
Nope.
I had one once and it was horrible.
I was just gonna say I've had one, but I didn't enjoy it. No,
yeah, exactly. The reason I bought it, I was like, oh, hey, look at that. It's another like no sugar, no carb energy. I'm like, I'll try it.
Yeah.
The one, I'd rather drink out of a goddamn car battery.
Jesus. You know, it's funny because he really is on par with that dude from Tiger King.
Yeah, him, Tiger King guy.
Because
and,
they're guys
Papa
who are...
John's should start a rap group.
That'd be the worst boy band ever.
It would be. They're all trying to fight to be the bad boy.
Yeah. Oh God, you're not wrong. Fuck. I mean, just judging by their overall appearance, I feel like Jeff wins because he's got like the do-rag with the whatever skate company hat, and then he's got the Affliction shirts and all that stuff. So he's gonna have the leather jackets and whatnot. So I feel like that's his move. But instead of just being the bad guy, I feel like they're all the bad boy of the group.
I was like, but Papa John aggressively drops Ninja.
Oh, that's all he does. It's like Flavor Flav, and instead of saying "yeah, boy," he just aggressively is dropping N-bombs.
Exactly.
Jeez, this guy's a fucking
and also
ghoul.
because you asked for it.
Yeah, boy. Nice.
There you go.
Nice. Oh my goodness, this guy.
Yeah.
Actually, this guy looks like he could be the manager for Papa John and Jeff's like group.
Yeah, that's true.
Like their duo. But wow. And he's aggressively losing his hair. Oh boy, wow.
It's like those guys would be like Milli Vanilli if they were trash.
Wait, if they were trash or Milli Vanilli was trash?
No, if they were trash compared to Milli Vanilli's level of trash.
So I was going to say, I will not have you besmirch the fine gentleman of Milli Vanilli. You know, I feel like Vince McMahon belongs in this group too.
Yeah, but at least he's
the manager.
Legit compared.
He's the crazy manager. That's what we'll do. All right. Wow. I bet this CEO of Bang is going to be wearing a lot of Bang hats.
Yeah, I guarantee he's got a Bang thong on.
You're probably not wrong. He's probably got a big tattoo across his stomach too.
Yeah, this is Bang.
Oh
exactly.
Boy, what a mess.
Yeah, right. And you.
Yeah. All right, so I got one more thing here that I wanted to talk about, which is, have you been paying attention to this crazy shit going on with like crypto art and stuff right now?
Crypto art.
Okay, so I'm assuming you don't know what it is.
No.
Okay.
No, that's the first time I've heard these words put together.
Okay, so there's these things called, I believe they're like NFTs is what they're called. I can't remember what it stands for. I'm not going to get into it. I'll have various articles.
Don't ask Papa John.
Yeah. He's like, wasn't that group back in the... Anyway. Jesus. So, this is across various platforms and stuff, but essentially what it does is it's basically, the concept behind it is blockchain. So like, cryptocurrency works on. And
shout out Doge to the Moon Boys, Diamond Hands.
You can, like, an artist can create something and then sell the like blockchain version of it, kind of, to where that gives you ownership of whatever it is.
Okay.
So that you own the only one of it. And
all right.
Okay, so there's way more into this, and how, like, you got to really look into this stuff, because there's some other sides to this stuff that's not good, like the energy consumption, because blockchain is really horrible for the planet as far as the energy consumption for it. But
yes.
So there's this what's the name of that? Kings of Leon, I think it is. They're doing an album this way. You could sell how many ever licenses or whatever, or versions. Like, say you could go, okay, instead of doing like art prints, you could sell 25 of this digital thing, right? And when you own it, it's similar to owning like a Bitcoin, in that you have it, you have a code for it, you can transfer that to someone else, but it's dealt with in a trust system. And blockchain, well, when I first heard about it, it was through crypto art, and I've heard like some artists making like decent money selling, some of their stuff this way. And apparently it's starting to go kaboom in other aspects too. Like the NBA partnered with this company that's doing these, and it's basically like highlights from an NBA game, right? Like you get a air quote pack. I don't know how many of these digital highlights or whatever they're calling them are in the pack. But, like you open a pack of like Magic, right? There's commons, uncommons, and rares. And essentially in this, same idea. Like the commons, there'll be thousands or whatever of. The rares, there'll be like 10. So you might own one of 10 of these digital licenses things of, like, say, LeBron James with a crazy dunk from whatever game, right? And the company that started doing this with the NBA, it's really smart, because by them pairing with the NBA, there's going to be competitors. But these are the official NBA ones, so they're going to probably hold a premium over, like, say if Sports Illustrated had one. It's like, yeah, it's Sports Illustrated, but the other is the actual NBA,
This seems so weird to me.
Right? And Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, and everyone knows is a billionaire on Shark Tank and whatnot, he has bought into some of these. And I guess they sell packs for like $9, but it's nigh impossible. Like when they do drops of them, they sell out like immediately. And this is kind of the big thing that's booming right now. Like I just read Gronk is going to be doing a series of like sports cards this way. Like I said, artists are starting to do this. Musicians can do it. Basically, anyone with any sort of a creative whatever can do this. You just need the code for it.
Who would have seen blockchain going from currency to basically collectibility?
Well, it's interesting because it's still basically it works the same, because it's all on a trust type of thing, right?
That's it's not something I ever would have pictured.
I'll be honest with you, at first blush, I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking thing. You actually you do, but you don't own anything. It's nothing tangible. You know?
It's all digital.
Yeah. And also my concerns would be the fact that it's digital. It's like, so it better have like really high-end security because it's digital. You know? But some of these highlights have sold for thousands of dollars. Some of the art's sold for a bunch. Picture there's a Banksy one of these. Dude, it's going to sell for millions, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure there's going to be just bloated ones. I've got a bunch of examples like that explain it way better than I'm sure I did, and some other stuff that I'll have in the show notes.
It's interesting to me because it'd be like, like bands will put out, hey, we're only doing 500 presses of this vinyl.
Right.
It's the same idea, but for digital.
It
music.
is. Well, remember years ago when,
Yeah.
Wu-Tang put out that album that was like, there's one press of it. That's it. This is the whole deal.
Yeah.
And it could be that way. Like a band could literally put out, like, this is it. You're the sole owner of the album going forward,
Yeah.
The ups to it are that it gives the artists, whether they're a musician or photographer, fine artist, whatever, it gives them 100% control over their product. So musicians could make a lot of money up that they've lost over the years through, bad record deals and all this and whatnot. So I'm very curious to watch it. I don't have the money to jump in on any of this, but I guess after reading about the NBA, other sports will follow if it does any good at all.
I mean, what it sounds like, Brian, is we're proud to announce the salty blockchain.
Well, and here's the two major downsides that I've seen. One is, like I said, the energy consumption, because to create the stuff for blockchain, to do the mining and all that, it takes a lot. So the more popular, the more popular this gets, the worse it is for, the environment and such. The other thing is that much like, here's where technology has always been biting us in the ass, which is technology moves faster than the law. So there's things out there right now that allows someone to basically put a code on your, like a tweet, and it creates an NFT of your tweet. And right now, there's nothing really legal-wise that protects you. So picture if you're an artist and you post your art, somebody might be able to tag your art with one of these and then sell it.
Right.
And right now, there's no precedent on the law books. So it's going to be a tough case for especially smaller artists to litigate, to protect their artwork. So this is an interesting thing. Whenever technology jumps like this, and I was thinking, like, can you picture people upload something on like Pornhub? Right? Literally like amateur porn. And don't get me wrong, once it's uploaded to the internet, it belongs to the internet. And
oh yeah, for sure.
I know it doesn't, but let's be real. If it's uploaded to the internet, it belongs to the internet.
Yeah. Good luck taking it down.
But you know what I mean? Like somebody could slap one of those chains on it and sell your porn. Like this could get really weird, as well as just the other stuff. So I've seen a lot of artists recently, which this is, always happens. Artists will panic over stuff and whatever, and it might be warranted to kind of like, hey, there's two things on Twitter that are like the big whatevers, maybe go block them, so that they can't tag your stuff. But it's like, here's the thing. Again, the internet, you can create a million different profiles. Amazon has problems with sellers because every time they shut one account down, they'll pay 10 people to open 10 new accounts. So they can't stay ahead of it. And the same thing will happen here unless flat out Twitter bans it or does something, or there's a law created. But you know how it is. There's not going to be a law on this. Look how long it got for so much digital content before there were actual copyright laws that work on that stuff.
Right.
It's going to be, years. And by then, we'll probably have already forgotten about this and moved on to whatever.
Yeah, it'll be the next big thing.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
Wow, that is interesting.
And I definitely, especially if you're a person of any sort of creative outlet, you might want to read up on it and see if there are negatives to it. Because again, I am sure there's lawyers already working on like, how can we protect Disney? How can we protect this person? I'm sure there's already lawyers working on this.
Oh, for sure.
I'd love to find somebody who is in some way an expert on this to talk to them about that, because I would like to ask some questions. So I might try that on Twitter to see if I can maybe find
reach out.
an enthusiast guest for us or something. Because like I said, Mark Cuban's in on it, and there's other celebrities.
Reach out to him.
Yeah. There's other celebrities that are jumping in on this.
I want to talk about Dogecoin.
So there's going to be hype with it too, you know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's the last thing I got there. I just thought that was really it's like I said, at its core, it's really stupid. I really think it's stupid.
I mean, it is, but it's interesting at the same time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So what are we doing? Q to W, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Right, well, once again, I gotta.
Oh shit! Real quick, I have one more thing I wanted to talk about. I forgot.
Yeah. What you got?
Did you hear about the Nike exec that basically was forced to resign because her kid bought? Oh, dude. So you know how obviously speaking of hot commodities, sneakers are super hot, and anyway, this woman who's was an executive for Nike stepped down because her son bought a whole bunch of like limited edition Nikes, like using her credentials or whatever, and then was flipping them. And the problem is that makes the market unstable because people go, well, what the fuck? It's all fixed, like because Nike actually has their own app that you can buy high-end sneakers through. And the point of it is to try to help eliminate bots from buying all the shoes up, and resellers to where people can actually have a shot at these limited edition shoes. So then people see stuff like this and they're like I said, they're like, what the fuck? Now I'm not even going to try because this motherfucker's going to buy them all up, Right. So it's bad for the market. It's bad for Nike. It looks bad all around, So, yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like, and I guess she claims she had no knowledge of it, which is possible. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, anything's possible, right?
Or maybe she was getting some of that cake. No.
Little of that cake.
All right, now let's do a Q to the W.
All right, so. I'm really annoyed, by the way, that my messages, my comments are fucking most relevant, which is I want all the comments. So once again, because I don't have my laptop, I apologize if I don't say what you've posted because most relevant has been selected. I can't see everything, which is lame.
Yeah, it's very lame. I hate it so much.
Yeah, well, I really don't. I mean, tell you what, why don't you read yours? I'm going to try to figure out how to turn this off real quick so I can get everybody. You know what I'm saying there, Dogsy?
Yeah. What if I told you? No. Right. Hold on. I gotta actually pull it up. I was doing something else.
Oh, shit.
We fucked. No,
we fucked
all right.
up.
So, well, actually, you know what? Before we get into last week's one, here, let me read. Fluffy Bunny Ash sent in a long list of Q of the W answers from previous episodes and such. And here's her message. Congratulations on 500 episodes. To celebrate, I give you my triumphant return in the most ridiculous way I could think of. Answers to every Q of the W I missed. You're welcome in advance. Here we go. Feel free to play the Mimi Mario 64 level start music, or just read this part. It'll play in your head if you ever played Mario 64. Pop figurines, toothbrush. I once put together a whole IKEA dining set without an Allen key. That's a hell of a talent. Yeah. Junkyard Wars. The landing spot on the moon during the Apollo 11 moon landing. Like, the best part is we have I have no clue what these questions were.
Yeah, I think it's amazing.
The Karate Kid Ralph Macchio. How long do they take?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. How long do they take
Sorry, I just died.
Ordering or paying with a line behind? How good a tipper they are, and what their starting Pokemon would be. Oh, that one I remember, because I'll bet you that's the one where you get to see 3 attributes of somebody.
Oh, right.
It's 6 p.m. on a Friday night, and they're empty. The theater, Raphael, that's got to be a Ninja Turtle reference, I'm sure, or some sort of painting reference, but I'm going to guess Ninja Turtle. People awake all night. Hell no, fuck the rich. Monogamy. Getting more of my food on me than in my mouth. An oddly obsessive need to answer all of the Q of the W's. Clean, fresh bathroom mat. It 100% depends on the day and what is expected of me versus how I'm feeling mentally. Music. Can't even really name a song because it's an emotional reaction to a song at that particular moment, not one particular song. The power to fly, but it is significantly slower than any other way of movement. Oh, man, that would suck. Can you imagine that?
Right.
You're like, I'll just fly. And it's like, dude, it's like a 5-minute walk. It takes you 20 minutes to fly there. That'd be so annoying. Of balance, financial transactions, bunnies, big-headed figurines, useless collections, and creatures with an odd number of horns. High-quality, high-thread count bed sheets. I mean,
That's nice.
yes, just because that's kind of how it works for me already, just without the anonymity and it's one person at a time. Becoming an adult. Cuttlefish. Yes, because there's a goddamn pandemic. Putting away laundry. Poison chest cake. What the fuck with that? Poison cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
A dumbass. Probably be Earth. Would want to be a candy bender. Which, that's the Avatar one. That's funny. I like that one. I'm just picturing the people like pulling taffy and working with sugar and shit. That'd be kind of dope, yo. You picture that? Like, you're just like, oh yeah, well, boom, and you're just like, there's just some awesome candy statue. Or you kill people with piping hot candy.
Ooh, piping hot. That's sexy.
Real estate and PPE investment. I'm assuming that was the how would you get rich one.
Yes, for sure.
Doom scrolling. Keep snacks out for them and treat them like a cat. That one, I cannot remember what the context of that one is, but pre-made meal kits missing the one uncommon item. Oh, dude, this is the inconvenient store one. Pre-made meal kits missing the one uncommon item. That would be such a pain in the ass. Like, what do you mean I need Spanish garlic? Is it toilet paper in individually wrapped single squares?
That sounds awful.
Like it's fucking cheese. Like it's just a stack of Kraft singles, but it's toilet paper.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that would be awful.
Oh my God. I love that one. And freeze your own ice cream. That's a good one too. And a final full-fledged answer to get me fully caught up. Tickets to a sporting event with a Boston team. Because their fans are the most insufferable, self-important, sloppy, fighty drunks I've been to sporting events with. I've been to games with fans of every MLB team and most NHL and NBA teams. It's always the Red Sox, Celtics, and Bruins fans harassing the home team fans for cheering their home team, getting belligerent, starting fights, and getting escorted out. Never have I been to a game with a Boston team where one of their fans isn't obnoxiously drunk and ruins the experience for those around them. So no more Boston games. This list for one answer could have been asking as the rest of my answer. And congratulations on 500 episodes. I'm still trying to catch up. I answered questions for episodes I haven't even listened to yet. Thanks for always putting it in the show notes. Love you guys. Here's the 500 more.
Thanks.
Ooh.
That's nice.
So did that give you enough time?
I mean, it gave me enough time, but it didn't fix anything because, yeah.
Consarn it.
Because, I know, whatever.
All right, well,
Fuck you, Facebook.
Well, I'll read
Fuck
this.
You.
I'll read this from Cheeto real quick then, because this is the for 500. He says, "Hey guys, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for 500 episodes of the saltiest podcast on the network. Saltiest? What are the sexiest?
What?
Sexy?
He spelled sexy wrong.
He's met you. Like,
I know.
Did you not amp up the sexy around him? Like, did you downplay it?
I thought when we were saying goodbye, I thought he was going to move in for a kiss. So.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought maybe you played it down because you didn't want his wife to leave him for you or something,
Or seductive sex.
He says, I picked up with you guys somewhere in the high 100s and have listened ever since. Even going back and listening to most of the earlier episodes. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof, boy, that's hardcore if you go back and listen to those early ones.
I remember calling in and leaving a voicemail for episode 200 many moons ago. Man, you ain't kidding. Whew.
Yeah, right? Probably saw that voicemail somewhere.
He says, I look forward to the question of the week or Game That Song or any other listener interaction segment you guys might do. I've really enjoyed and learned some cool stuff from the Enthusiast episodes as well. I've had the privilege of meeting 50% of the Salty Duo. Actually, you met like 33% because I'm...
Ouch.
Yeah. I kid. He says, Tony, he says, look forward to the time I get to meet Brian and hopefully hang out with both of you guys and enjoy delicious food and beverages. I can't thank you enough for the years of Salty Language and seriously proud to call you guys my friends. Happy 500th episode, Salty Language. Drops mic, opens a big dumb PBR. Cheers, fellas.
Nice.
I mean, if you're going to toast us, I feel like a giant, crisp Baltica is the way to go, but we'll accept big dumb PBRs as well.
Yeah, if you hate yourself, go for Baltica. For sure.
And one more before we get to the Q of the W, which is last night Cheeto texted Tony and I and said, oh shit, I forgot to send in something for your 500th, and we're like, no worries, technology sucks, so whatever. And he said he was going to send something in. Tony said I can't remember what she said, like direct an angry message to your laptop.
Yes.
Okay, well, here's his angry message to your laptop.
Oh, excellent.
Says, you think you're a laptop? You're not. You're a piece of shit. You couldn't top a lap. If your RAM depended on it. Your mother's hard drive is spinning in its landfill grave while poisoning some water supply. I hope your New Year's resolution was failing because you're doing a great fucking job, you bitch-ass lapper of tops. I hope you get replaced with a Mac. Sincerely, Cheeto.
Very nice, Cheeto.
Like it. All right, so now we can move on to the Q of the W.
Once again, what was it last week?
Something oh, sorry, go ahead.
You will never buy. Yeah, what is something you will never buy, no matter how cheap it will be, and why? So it says we have 9 comments on Facebook, but due to Facebook being shite, I have 4 to read.
Okay.
I'm very sad by this.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to see if I can pull them up.
Okay, that's fair.
Since I have a laptop to use.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not trying to rub it in your face.
I can skip over to Instagram and read those ones while you're doing that. Actually.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you do that, and then we'll circle back here. Yeah.
I really, the most relevant thing is
it's
it really
as hell.
irks me.
Yep, me too.
Chaps my ass. So on Instagram, we got 2 of them. Disco Daddy Down Under, he says, a Rose Tico anything. I'm not 100% sure what he's referring to.
I don't either.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure what Rose Tico is. I might have to do a goog.
All right, I'll allow it.
And then our buddy Philip, he says a prostitute.
See, I was thinking prostitute because, especially the cheap part, because the cheaper it is, the more sus they become, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, unless maybe
weird dick brat.
I mean, unless maybe they're just building their brand. Maybe they can't charge as much.
Right.
It's like, hey, look, I'm new. It
Right.
is what it is. Like it's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good,
but it'll get the job done. Yeah.
Apparently, Rose Tico was she was in The Last Jedi and she was removed for some reason. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. If I'm being real.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. Did you manage to pull up all 9 comments instead of the piddly 4 I could get?
I am just hit the button to do it. So, well, that's really weird. I'm looking at all the comments. Oh, there's a reply there. I bet that's why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's replies. That's what the others are. I'm going to open all the things, and then we'll go. All right, here we go. Okay, so on Facebook, my sister-in-law, Julie, says, Apple Watch. I'm a stubborn dinosaur. Dev says, tickets to see Tom Brady because fuck that guy. And
Fair enough.
this one I agree with even more. Tickets to see Sidney Crosby because fuck that guy.
Yes, also true.
And then 3, a smart car because I'm too much man for it, which is probably accurate. They're not going to be large, most likely.
Yeah, true.
And, you know, Dev's a Rubenesque gentleman, so.
Indeed.
Yeah. And Roy from the Moving the Needle podcast responded to Dev and says, to be fair, Tom Brady does the fucking in this world.
He's not wrong.
That's a strong retort. Top fan, oddly enough, I'm just going to point this out. On my screen, it does not say top fan for Dev. It says top fan for Heno. So,
Oh, shit.
apparently Facebook has drawn a line here.
What is it? Is it top fan or is it diamond top fan?
Oh, Diamond top fan.
Oh, shit. Diamond top fan, Heno?
Yeah. All right. Heno says a Materlove, Henway, or Hammer for, because there's nothing the matter with 3 pounds of nails.
I mean, I can think of a lot of people I'd love to put 3 pounds of nails upside their head with.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like in a tube sock,
That'd be yeah. All right.
right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's probably going to. I assume that's worse than a sock full of quarters or whatever. So
I would hope so.
yeah. Kiki Hake, or I hope I didn't slaughter her last name. If so, sorry. Says an iPhone, and apparently there's something like there's some taunting between her and Heno after that.
Fair enough.
Roy gives her a thumbs down for the comment. And then Valerie says meat, which, there is something to be said for that. Because, if you're at the store and it's like, hey, discount meat, it's like, whoa.
Today only, $1.50. It's like, wait.
Or, God, was it like Dollar General or whatever? They had like the dollar steak.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember those?
Weird meat glue shit.
Yeah, we talked about those forever ago.
Yeah.
She says a car once was enough, which that's understandable as well. And then her third comment is condoms also once was enough. That's a
Fair enough.
good point. Probably don't skimp on the money for the condoms.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't skip on the money at all. Hey-o.
All right, so I believe that's all the comments on our Facebook.
All right, beautiful.
Which is weird because I'm throwing it to myself for Cheeto's answer.
That's true.
So
Yes.
Cheeto's answer is, I'm honestly not sure. I mean, if it's cheap enough, fuck it, I'll try it. That being said, are there things that I've purchased in the past because they were cheap and now I don't give a fuck how inexpensive they are? I will never buy them again? Sure. Here are 3 in no particular order. Great Value brand milk, which I think that's Walmart.
Yeah, it's probably just like white water.
Yeah. Have you tasted this shit? The fuck? Clover Valley or Our Family brand peanut butter. Now, I gotta say, Cheeto, if you ruin a chance for us to get that sweet, sweet Great Value brand milk endorsement that we've been working on, we're gonna be upset. So,
right.
I'm just gonna say, we will lay that at your feet.
Anyway. It's a great value. Promotions for Salty Lincoln.
Clover Valley or Our Family brand peanut butter. I'd rather eat butthole butter than spend money on those ever again.
Wow, is that available?
Butthole butter? I'm sure somebody's got to make something, right? Is that truffle butter, basically? Yeah. I mean,
yes.
I totally agree with him on like peanut butter though. Have you ever bought like cheap peanut butter and it's just the worst thing ever?
Oh yeah, it's horrifying.
Or it's like dry or no flavor or what? It's like, oh God, what have I done?
Yeah, what sort of evil have I wrought upon my mouth?
Yeah. Why dost thou hate me, Lord? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
All right, now this one, I don't know, man. This one, I don't know. He says Baltica Stout. Says the lager might be the czar of beers. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. But the stout is the czar of eating dicks. As the guy I was drinking it with said, Baltica Stout ruined my night. Dude, I want that on a t-shirt.
That would be an excellent shirt.
Like with a big, a picture of the bottle and just across there's a Baltica Stout ruined my night. That'd be great. They should let us do merch for them. Seriously.
They should.
I so wish there was a way for us to get an endorsement with Baltica.
Oh my God, I would drink one a month or
I
that or something.
don't want to drink it at all, but I'll certainly pretend I'm drinking it.
Oh God, I still have nightmares about that beer.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
That's how it should be.
I loved it, guys. Baltica.
Yeah. I was like, come on, dude, what are you doing?
Sour beers.
We're trying to sell out here, Tony. Jeez.
Yeah, I know,
Got
right?
500 episodes.
You're right.
We're going to sell the brand to somebody.
You're right. About time we sell out.
Stay on board as advisors. Make that sweet podcast money, remember?
Sweet podcast money.
Yep.
Franchise this stuff out.
That's right. Then we go on Shark Tank and try to sell franchises, Like,
hell yeah.
Who wants to join us? And they're all like, get the fuck out.
Like, but Mark Cuban, Dogecoin, no.
He's like, I'm listening. All right, so there you go. That is what we have for last week's Cue the W. All right, so as soon as my Google Doc loads, because why would it load on time? Hoy.
Tech fails.
I tell you what, man.
We should change our name to Tech Fail Studios.
You know what we need?
What's that?
We need a big fancy podcast studio.
Oh, I was going to say sexy interns.
Also sexy interns. Yeah. Those don't come with big expensive.
I mean, first you get the podcast studio, then you get the sexy interns.
Yeah. Then you get that sweet podcast money.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 through 12.
Let's go number 1, just like our podcast.
All right. What's a scam you fell for?
Oh, wow. Basically any of those hack-ass news websites, because I'm always like, this is going to be hilarious to talk about on the podcast.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I can't think of like a real-life scam I've fallen for, though.
Yeah?
I'm usually pretty skeptical of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I can't think of a real-life one.
I mean, I've fallen for a couple in my life, but I think the most obvious one I gotta say here is I was catfished.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I just feel like that's the...
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the whole thing, so,
Oh, I'm glad we're almost, we're to the end of our recording here, because my fucking earbuds are about ready to die.
Oh, I thought your laptop was trying to power up and you were gonna go hide in a bunker or something.
I just got the alert. The boop, 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 means I'm at 10%.
Oh, all right. That's kind of weird that they go through all that when they're dying. I feel like they could just make. Like,
I know. You think
short noise, like
one like little. I'm dying, man.
Can you imagine if you were sleeping and that happened? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Shit yourself. Like, oh god, my earbuds died again. Or earpods, sorry. I don't want to call them the wrong thing.
Yeah, have her some respect.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. I believe that's a show.
I believe that's a show, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a fun 500 episodes.
I mean, most of them.
Yeah. I like how they like, normally our big episodes, we do some fanfare.
Yeah.
This is the perfect way to do it.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it was, it was cool with some stuff being sent to us and the questions being asked and all that stuff and whatever. And we're well over our normal length, but it's 500. I mean, come on.
It's 500. What are you going to do?
It's what we do. We're like comic books.
Giant size 500.
Yeah, remember? I forgot what episode it was. It was 100, I think it was, that I called giant size because we did that. So, yeah. So there you go. All right. Well, I mean, I would normally say head to saltylanguage.com, but I mean...
Yeah, I mean, you can, but you're going to get an error message unless it transfers.
All right. Well, I guess
for future generations that are listening to us, head to Salty Language.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. I forgot the evergreen part of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we have past episodes and enthusiast guests and all sorts of stuff there. And hopefully very, very soon it'll be, fresh and hot, ready to go right in your mouth. So,
oh, yeah.
So if you want to contact, or I'm sorry, one other thing is obviously, you can find the network that we're part of on there. Tangent-Bound Entertainment.
Yeah.
No, Tangent-Bound Network.
Tangent-Bound Network.
See, I'm getting
Miss you, Mark. We talked a little bit on Facebook the other day. We're supposed to get drinks and cigars sometime.
Ooh, hot.
Miss you, bud.
Right. So go check out the shows over there at tangentboundnetwork.com. And yeah, so if you want to reach out to the show, you can find us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram if you want at Stunami.
You can find me on Twitter at Monotony or Instagram at The Monotony. And then, Salty Language is found on all your major social media platforms. Face page, the Twitter, fucking YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are.
Mm-hmm.
And, hopefully before long, maybe we can have some new and exciting things to talk about and whatever. But shh.
Yeah.
Anyways, I before we completely, cash out on this one, I do want to say thank you to anyone who's listened. We really do appreciate it. We wish you'd answer the Q of the W's more though. No, I mean we do,
face.
we do, but we do appreciate everyone who has answered them and interacted with us, shared the show, told other people, whatever it is. If this is your first episode of the show,
I'm sorry.
Sorry about the length, but
yeah, but prepare for the girth.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, that's how we're described, Tony. You're the length and I'm the girth.
There we go.
But seriously, thank you to everyone who's listened, helped us, been guests on the show, all the kind of stuff. We've had way more fun doing this than we probably
met a lot and befriended a lot of great people doing this.
Yeah, definitely been worth doing, and hopefully we have how many ever more in us, 5 or 6 at least. I hope.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
The way this laptop's going.
Yeah, or maybe we'll oh no, I was going to say maybe we'll pull a graphic novice and whatever, but I was like, oh wait, didn't they stop short of their goal?
I believe,
so obliterated by Moon Wars that they just had to shut it down.
Never recovered from the Moon Wars.
Nope. Never, ever, ever.
You hear that, Hobie? You don't want this podcast to work.
Oh, jeez. Stop trying to pick wars. We can barely handle technology right now. We got to get our
you know what? You're right.
We got to get our shields and photon torpedoes back and tachyons and all that shit.
Yeah, fucking ion shit, whatever.
Right.
It's a good point.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. Until next time, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty, and once again, thanks for listening.
Yeah. And always get that sausage upgrade.
Yeah, gotcha. The length and the girth.
It'd be funny if that's how you label us on the website.
It would be. Oh my goodness.